huge nationwide PPO network. So, yeah, really, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care, whether you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan that you're happy with. Here you go. You can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. A very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. It's 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
Louisiana's big weather can mean big damage to your roof. Our team offers free inspections and guarantees your satisfaction. Call 756-8603 or visit riceandroofing.com.
Just to be on the safe side.
What does it mean to be your largest locally owned bank? It means being more than a bank. And my friends at Gulf Coast Bank and Trust are partners, neighbors, and advocates for local success. From healthcare to education to energy and everything in between, large and small businesses alike, Gulf Coast Bank fuels growth and progress with smart banking solutions. You want a bank that cares about you? Get to know Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, and let's make it happen. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Insurance companies have teams of professionals to fight your claim. If you want to know what your case is really worth, I'm Spencer Callahan. I'd like to help.
Spencer Callahan is the one to see. Call 387-2323.
LA filing number 16-7970.
WNXX Jackson, KNXX Donaldsonville, and WDGL HD2 Baton Rouge. This hour brought to you by Spencer Callahan Injury Lawyers. LA 21-12681. Offices in Baton Rouge.
Good morning. It's 7 a.m. here on Thursday, July 31st. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect rainy skies with a high of around 90 in hour one of today's show. We'll have a boots-on-the-ground report of Saints training camp as our own Jacob Hester was out there yesterday, and we'll recap day one of LSU fall practice. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN, and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number one of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz Baton Rouge studios, starts now.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Let's go, baby, let's go.
From a championship backfield to your morning drive.
Hands to Hester, and Hester,
Yep, got it. 5 out of 5.
You're locked in to Off the Bench.
Flynn is back to throw for the end zone. Ball.
Live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studio, here's Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Welcome in. Actually, should I let Flynn do this?
I think you should.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, step aside, bud.
You go ahead.
Can we start
All
the
I've
yo's
seen is
over?
the tripod. The wolf pack is over, apparently.
Actually,
so
I can't do it.
I'm going to be the passenger princess today. Go ahead.
I'm a little dizzy, actually, from headbanging right there.
You got it.
Yeah, welcome back in.
Now back?
Yeah,
You just
we're
got
back
here.
yesterday.
from yesterday. Welcome back into you. We'll say that.
Okay, that's fair.
How'd it go, bud?
Nice pivot. Nice. Well, I mean, we can't get there yet. I mean, you're already
Why?
trying to get this thing started. We got to see how everybody's doing.
It's true.
Jake,
See?
Flynn,
That's why you're a pro.
Alondra, Tay-Tay, all here. The gang is back together. I'm going to be here the whole show today. Flynn, well done. I listened to a little bit in the car, as much as my radio signal could handle yesterday on the way down to Metairie. Well done.
You got
Appreciate
to what?
you doing
Like
that.
about Donaldsonville before it went out?
Donaldsonville. I got to the outlet mall. I didn't get to Donaldsonville. And for some reason, the HD radio, like it would get there, but then it like
98.1 HD2 gets you pretty far down downtown. But it doesn't go like the HD. It doesn't go staticky. It just cuts off. It's either on or it's off. Yeah.
For some reason, it was off. But I appreciate y'all holding down the fort. I was at Saints camp yesterday, and we'll get plenty of training camp thoughts. LSU started as well. I had a chance to catch up with Kellen Moore, so we'll play that interview in hour number 3. A lot to get to. Bobby Carpenter, the general, Big Ten Bob's going to join us. JD PicKell is going to join us because, like, it is talking season till about yesterday. You know, it kind of ended, and so everybody's kind of giving their predictions on who's going to do what, and JD picked LSU to win a national championship. So excited to catch up with him.
Does he have any like LSU ties, LSU background? Because I feel like every video I see of him for a while now loves LSU.
Nussmeier.
Yeah.
So no, JD played football at Cornell and Baylor.
Smart guy.
Yeah.
Smart people really believe in the Nuss Bus.
They do. So we've got sound from Brian Kelly, trying to get some of this Spencer Rattler sound that I also caught up with him. It was wild. Like, I've done training camp tours before, and I think maybe one other time, God, I'm trying to think. Maybe it was like, I don't know, Titans or somebody. They had 2 quarterbacks. And I did it with Bruce Murray, and Bruce has been in the game a long time, NFL radio since like 2006. And I was like, have you ever had 3 quarterbacks come and sit down with you because, like, you don't know who the guy's going to be? He's like, I've never. He's like, I had 2, maybe one other time. He's like, I ain't never had 3. So, like, the dynamic of that alone was pretty different. And the fact that, like, we had Spencer came and sat down, Jake came and sat down, and Tyler Shutt came and sat down. It's like,
interesting.
We don't really have an idea of which one of you is going to be the guy.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of when there would have been another competition with 3 guys. I mean, we had it in Seattle in 2012. With Russell Wilson, Tavares Jackson, and myself. It was actually 3.
And Tavares got 1 reps?
Yeah, so we would split off days. Like, it was
that's what they're doing.
It was I was the ran with the ones one day, Tavares was the next, and Russell was the next. And it just like rotated like that for a little while.
Yeah.
Until it was 2.
Yeah.
And then it was never not 2 until the season started, right?
Right.
But yeah, that was 3, and that was pretty wild. Because it's the NFL.
Yeah.
Like, usually there's an incumbent, there's a free agent, or there's a young draft pick. Well, in that situation in Seattle, there was all 3.
Yeah.
Right? But there was nobody established. So that's pretty wild. But then the Saints is so different because it's all just young guys. So it's just I'm trying to think of any other situation. I'm sure Cleveland's had it. They've had about
Cleveland
900 starting quarterbacks.
Kind of has it right now, I guess.
Yeah, maybe they got 4.
I guess they do.
I guess if you went to Cleveland, you'd have 4 quarterbacks come and sit down at the table.
Yeah, probably so. But Cleveland doesn't count because they have like a famous jersey on how many quarterbacks they've had since they came back as a franchise the last 25 years.
Wow. And like, surprisingly enough, my name's not on there.
That's very true.
You would have thought I'd be the prime candidate to at least got 1 start over there.
Got at least 1 start in Cleveland.
Maybe a disappointing career then.
Even crazier, Ryan Fitzpatrick ain't on it.
Are you serious?
Ryan Fitzpatrick's not on there.
No.
Never played for the Browns.
He's played for like 20 though, right?
Yeah,
Let's see.
not the Browns.
No, he never played for the Browns.
And then
every other team.
And then another one who's my draft class, Josh Johnson's played for a lot of teams.
He's still playing.
Yeah, I know.
Who did
Which was wild.
Commanders? Is Josh with the Commanders right now? Josh Johnson, University of San Diego, when Harbaugh was the coach there, is literally like still playing. Commanders, yes? Okay. He's played for everybody, including the San Diego Fleet. I don't even remember what league they played in, but he played for them.
I think, he was. Yeah, he was one in. Was that? Who was the San Diego Fleet? Was it UFL?
It might have been like the
AFL.
What was that league? The Alliance of American Football.
Yeah, and then he also played when it was just the XFL.
Yeah.
I think it was like the LA team.
All right.
LA Wildcats
Josh.
or something.
Look, keep doing you.
Mm-hmm.
Keep finding a way.
So Fitzpatrick said he started for 9 different teams, which is being on 9 teams would be a lot of teams.
Yeah.
But starting at the quarterback position for 9 different teams.
Well done, Fitzmagic.
Well done. I'm going to see Josh Johnson. So Josh Johnson was I remember seeing him at the Combine. And some scout had come up to me from, I think, the Bears or something, and they were talking. And like, I'm sitting there trying to, like, look good and impress scouts.
Yeah,
and all this scout could talk about was Josh Johnson.
Oh, really?
And I was like, yeah, dude, cool.
He's
like, great. Draft him. Like, don't talk to me about it. Don't ask me how good he is. But then he threw at the Combine, and he did not throw very good at the Combine. I was like, that's the guy that scout was talking about? I was like, There's no way.
It was raw at that time for sure.
It was super raw, but he had something like 30-something touchdowns and 1 interception or something like that his senior year. So like, and then he ran a 4.4 or something at the combine.
Bakhtiari was his college teammate. Eric.
Which one, Eric?
Yeah. Which one?
Well, there's a bunch.
Which one went to San Diego?
Well, I mean, like, it's a good point. I should have known that. It's on me.
How did yesterday go, Alondra? You said Flynn crushed it. I know our listeners, social media loved it. I saw Matt talking about the tripod over and over
Shout
again.
out to the tripod.
Shout out. Gotta hold it down.
A guy can't go down to Saints camp and get a
Get
Kellen
us
Moore
a
interview,
head coach interview.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry, dude.
Yeah. Guy gets
Snooze,
kicked
you
out.
lose.
Kicked out of the Wolfpack when he does that.
Yeah. I think maybe you were holding him back.
It feels like it.
No, he did great.
Feels like it.
Yeah.
I mean, how were the live
I mean, we
reads?
helped him out.
That
They
might
were
have been the most
actually
impressive
good.
part.
Like I was like, whoa, what is
Look
happening?
who's going to do it
I'm
all
not
today.
gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I was worried about the live reads. I was like,
Yeah,
we
you and me
leave him
both, sister.
maybe 15 seconds. Like he does I think the longest he's done a live read is 20 seconds.
Yeah.
So I was like, how is he gonna do a minute? I was genuinely, that was the thing that I was like, how is he gonna do this?
Yeah.
A minute.
How are we going to pull this
But
one
he
off?
did it.
Okay.
And I'm so proud.
He even told you, he's like, look, if I go 50 seconds and we got 10 left and I stop talking,
Yeah.
just hit
Yeah.
the-
There was a lot of prep. I said, look,
You hit mostly a minute on most of them.
I'm going to try to get a minute. But if I black out and there's 15 seconds left, you got to cut this thing.
Yeah, that's fine. And I was going to.
start playing bed music.
Like her,
I got you.
I think her finger was probably like over the cut button. Like she was ready.
But yeah, no, he did
We got
great.
there.
Even bringing us in and out of the
Yeah.
breaks, he was teasing segments.
Whoa.
Like he was like, I got a little trivia question for y'all next segment coming up on Off the Bench.
I do
Right.
appreciate,
Little
though,
tease.
I do appreciate that you had the same clock management as I have.
Yes.
Worse. I think we had 12-second segment. Good Lord.
Yeah,
No,
the
so
M&M.
we were talking
was-
D-line.
Yeah.
And he's going on and on about Kyle Williams. And he goes, when we come back, we're talking more LSU football. We went to break. I was like, no, we're not. It's a 20-second segment coming up.
We came back and he's like, I don't think Eminem counts as a.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Actually,
Name-
I
yeah.
did. I heard that part of it.
Yeah.
And I was like, he absolutely counts.
He counts. He's Eminem.
His
No.
stage name is
But the
one
song,
name.
but the song was released under Slim Shady.
No, it wasn't.
No,
it was
It's
released
an
under
album,
Eminem.
I think, maybe. Name. He's always been Eminem.
Well,
like, his name's Marshall Mathers. He goes by Eminem.
Yeah.
One name.
I think he got a famous song that says, "I'm Slim Shady."
Yeah.
His
We also
like
found
alter
out-
ego.
Just like you're
yesterday.
dragging sometimes.
Yeah.
Jake, we
All
found
right,
out
fair
that
enough.
Cher
Hey,
and Steve
I-
Sarkisian are related, so that's
I heard that. I did hear that.
Yeah.
That's like right
That's a
before.
big deal. We
that's
broke
right
news.
before I lost y'all.
They're Armenian.
Yeah. Okay.
We,
Yeah.
a lot
All
of
right.
people question it. They don't know for sure, but we dispelled all rumors. It's 100% fact. They
They
are
were
related.
born 3 hours apart from each other, and Sark has 7 siblings. You're telling me they're not related
They're
somewhere?
related.
I mean, come on.
100%.
I think I looked it up and they weren't though.
No. They're related. 100%.
I think Scott
According
actually.
to multiple sources.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like
They're
when
not.
when we came back to break that time, I was like, I don't know if he counts because of Slim Shady. Then Alondra starts counting
I
down
saw
to
that.
10. And I'm like, what?
That's good. That's
10
it.
seconds?
Hey, Scott says FB1 can take a vacation before college football starts. I think that's true now.
That is true.
I got 16
Nah, but
days.
Let's not get cocky.
Tripod's got this.
Y'all got it.
No, we caught lightning in a bottle one time. All right. Let's not.
Lightning.
Let's not.
You're a one-hit wonder.
That's right.
Oh,
Let's not.
you're the Oneaters. Anybody get that reference? What movie
Oh, yeah.
that's from?
Something's got to give.
No, you're in the right track. I know
Ooh.
you're
That was the name
thinking.
of the
You
movie.
got mail?
No, the Oneaters, one-hit
I know
wonders.
I don't know this
Oh,
one.
I'm sorry. No, yeah.
No,
Are you sure?
I'm positive. It was the Wonders. They called them the Oneaters because they tried to
spelled
spell it with an O.
O-N-E.
Doing that thing you do.
That thing
That
you
thing
do.
you do is the name of the movie.
I
Hey,
was
the
wrong
tripod
song.
got
Let's
there. The tripod came together and got there.
I
Well
had the wrong
done.
song because I was like, no, it's
Well
named after their
done.
hit song.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
well done.
Something's
well
Gotta
done.
Give is a great
All
one,
those are
though.
great
And then,
movies.
yeah, I knew it
You
was a
said
movie.
something about You've Got Mail. Great movie. All right. So when we come back, we'll get it started. I was at Saints training camp, and it was so cold out there. Let me tell you.
Golly, dude.
It was so cold. Not hot at
can't
all.
imagine.
But there's some good things. There's some questionable things. And there's some things that are yet to be decided.
The good, the bad, the ugly.
That's exactly what it was yesterday at Saints training camp.
That's the way it should be.
We'll break it down when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
Go to getgordon.com. When you go to the website for Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys, you can see what they can do for you in the courtroom, what they've already done in the courtroom, past client results. You can have a chat right there on the homepage. So a live agent is going to pull up and ask you, kind of some questions that you might have, and they're going to be able to point you in the right direction, get you in contact with the right person to be able to talk about your case and what's going on with you. So always go to the website, getgordon.com. Always remember you can call them. It is your area code in Louisiana, followed by 888-8888.
Yeah, go to getgordon.com, see what they can do for you, see their team, see about them. We all know the name. We've seen the billboards. That's because Gordon fights for you. If you've been injured, if you've been in a car accident, injured on job, whatever it is, it's not your fault. Get some help. Get people to fight for you. Call them today, 888-8888, getgordon.com.
Construction and Roofing. This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs. From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
BRAC teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. BRAC, your #1 park system in the nation.
We're Rev Business, a local provider with nearly 90 years of experience. So when it comes to business in Louisiana, we know that personalized service is key. And we're here to go the extra mile with all fiber solutions that deliver what every business needs: reliability and quality. We're not just providers. We're the local team dedicated to helping you succeed. True partnerships are homegrown. Rev Business. Internet.
Oh yeah, baby. You got to make your mind up.
To legends, Hester and Flynn break down LSU football like only champions can.
I mean, coming back with Keith Sweat.
Thought we might come back with
this is no. Today's R&B Thursday, bud. This is a Laundress Pops playlist as well.
My dad was like, I know y'all do R&B Thursday.
Yep.
Sent me 9 songs
Which
to
I
play
love.
for today. So this is the Roger Villarreal playlist.
Let's go.
You know this one, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I used to hear this one on 102.7 The Blaze. Back in
The
college.
Blaze.
You love to give other radio stations shout-outs.
Is the Blaze still a radio
I
station?
don't know. I don't know.
Now, this was definitely
Blaze
on
is a good
94.5, The Big Dog.
Tyler, Texas.
I don't remember. It was like 93.3, maybe like Kiss FM or something that we had.
We had a Kiss FM here for a little while. I don't remember which station it was.
I don't know.
This is a good one, though.
It's a hit.
Taylor, when we shout out other radio stations, it's old radio stations from other cities.
Yeah, that nobody like really knows or remembers.
No, it's just so funny.
And the name's like not even the same anymore.
Dude, I don't care.
I think the Big Dog's like K94.5 now. I don't know why they went away from the Big Dog.
I know, that's a
Big
great
Dog's
one.
It's a
way
great
better.
name.
When the Blaze started, it was kind of like a, I don't know what the right word. It's not sketchy. It was like a mom and pa. Like they got some airwaves and they
Yeah.
had like 9 songs on repeat, and it just
Love it.
played 9 songs on repeat for a while.
Yeah.
And then people were listening to it, so you got a little bit more money, got some sponsorship dollars, and I think it moved to 12,
Okay.
then 15, then it became a real radio station.
Yep.
Good for
Got
them.
microphones and everything.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I was out at Saints camp yesterday, and some initial thoughts. The 32nd ranking when it comes to the roster, that was kind of like on my mind, and so I'm like, all right, I want to see, like, am I going to be
How bad
moving them
can
up?
it be?
So, and the thing I kept coming back to is when they roll the first 22 out there, it's definitely not 32nd. Like, they got some Jimmies and Joes in that first 22. Like, they really do. Like, the offensive line, now moving Penning to guard, looks impressive. You had the first receiver group out there.
Better look impressive.
They continued to make plays. Like, Olave, Spencer Rattler hit him on a deep go for like a 60-yard touchdown. They come back. Rashid Shaheed runs it deep out. Throw it right in there. Toe taps on the sideline. Rashid Shaheed caught a corner route. Toe tap, took a hit, held on to the football. Like, Brandon Cooks made some play. You see it. AK made 7 or 8. Like, the fact that he is as smooth and as fresh as he looks at 30 years old at running back is incredible. And I know, like, he's done a nice job of taking care of his body. He's had some situations where he's had, like, he's the thunder and lightning kind of situations with Ingram and others, but he doesn't look like a 30-year-old running back.
Yeah, the guy's
So, like,
just smooth.
He's
man.
very smooth. And so, like, all of that is great. Even on the defensive side, like, the first 11 out there, like, Brian Brzee was very active. Cam was very active. It's like, okay, I can see this team being okay. The South's not great. They can be competitive. Where I get worried is when they blow the whistle and here comes another unit. And probably more on the defense as a whole, but certainly like the skill position and really more the receivers. Because actually the Saints running back room, like they kept rolling guys in there and guys kept making plays. Like I was watching 101 pass protection and AK had a great rep. Cam Akers had a great rep. Clyde stoned the rookie linebacker from Oklahoma, Stutzman. Like, they all looked great in pass protection. And one-on-one routes on backers, running backs kept winning over and over again. So, like, that's okay. You're so thin at receiver, though. And, again, you got Chris Olave with concussion history. You got Rashid Shaheed that's had, some hamstrings and different things going on in his career. Brandon Cooks has missed time, certainly in his career. So it's going to be one of those deals where, and it hasn't happened in a long time, but if they stay healthy, all right.
Mm-hmm. Well, the fact of the matter is they're not going to stay healthy.
I know.
I mean, nobody
That's
is.
the problem.
No, there's not one position group in the NFL that's going to stay completely healthy. For 17 games, you're going to have to rely on somebody. You just hope that there's not multiple people at the same time,
yeah,
and especially for multiple weeks. Like you can patch weeks together with different game plans, with utilizing tight ends. Maybe we utilize running backs a little bit more. Like you can patchwork, and that is the job of an offensive coordinator and a defensive coordinator in the NFL. And you see it all the time. That's what kind of separates a lot of times these playoff bubble teams from making it to the playoffs and not. It's like which coaches got more out of their roster.
Yeah, but and also which ones do get lucky to stay as healthy as you possibly can too.
If you get lucky to stay as
to win a championship,
those are usually the top teams.
To win a championship, even the best teams have to have that injury luck.
For sure, and those are the top teams that have both the coaching, the luck, and everything. I'm talking about teams that deal with injuries but still find their way to scrap into the playoffs.
Right.
Like it's find that 10th.
And the
victory.
roster was set up to do so as well.
Yeah,
you drafted well. You got some young guys waiting in the wings. You maybe signed like a free agent tight end that was under the radar that can come in for 6 games and give you some starter. Like they don't have that.
You just can't have what happened last year when you have 4 receivers out. You have a lineman now. You have running backs out. But I also question last year what was inspiring enough about the team to fight to get back on the field.
Yeah.
I know there's some things you can't come back from, of course. But like, if you're a vet, a little nicked up.
You're week 15.
You're week 15. Everybody's out, and nobody's like,
which I'm not built that way, but.
No, but.
I would go out there.
There's business decisions made on every single team, every single week. I get it. But yeah, I mean, you say that the starting 22
is going to be competitive. They're going to be competitive.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And they should. And you said the offensive line better look good.
Yeah.
Got
4 first-rounders and a second-rounder.
Yeah. They better look good.
Yeah. No, it's very fair. But Penning's a guard. He's not a tackle. He can't play in space. He can't live in space. In fact, his demeanor doesn't scream tackle. Like, he doesn't ever need to be on an island. He's too aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, he tries to attack too much at tackle. He tries to jump a pass move and then you get into trouble. Then he ducks his head. Then the guy gets past him.
Tackle's a counterpunch position.
Yeah,
it's a patient position. You let the guy move, you react to it, and you take what he does and you use it against him. It's the ultimate use their momentum completely against them, wash them out of the play, or anchor them. Like if they try to bull rush, you anchor them. They try to swim you inside, you wash them inside. They try to swim you outside. You push them out. You push them as deep as you can behind the quarterback. So it's tackle's a counter move. Guard and center, it's a first strike. It's like Cobra Kai.
It's exactly, it's what it is. And you can be aggressive, and you have protection on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why you can be more aggressive. You're never on that island truly by yourself. Like very rarely will you have much space. And so those are the things that I think are going to improve the offensive line. But again, they got to stay healthy. The depth on the team, like some of the backups are just not experienced, or they're guys that were drafted high other places that they're seeing if they can get the most out of them, and it's just that there's nothing in there.
Mm-hmm.
Like the fumes are almost gone, and so that's going to be important for them. And like Flynn said, and we all kind of know, like it's almost impossible to stay healthy in an NFL season for your team. But for the Saints to have any life, to do what we want them to do, which is just make some noise in the South, they have to stay as healthy as any team, I think, in the NFL. And yesterday, and I mentioned they were kind of rotating a little bit because I talked about Spencer Rattler. Like he had got the ball, had some pressure off the edge, stepped up, stepped out, hit Olave on a 60-yard in stride pass. And so he definitely had some good moments. But yesterday was Jake Hayner's day to be the starting quarterback.
Well, before we get to the quarterbacks, I do want to ask about, from the receiver standpoint, Rashid Shaheed. How did he look as a route runner?
Good.
Pure route runner. So I know he's got the over-the-top speed. He's got that home run ability. I saw some clips yesterday where there's an incomplete. Spencer threw one down the sideline on it was either a fade or a go route. It was kind of like an intermediate go route. And it was incomplete because he had done I'll tell you, it was a slug. It was a slant and go.
Yeah.
And he did a really poor job of
selling the slant.
No, he sold the slant okay. Kool-Aid made actually a really good play on it. I was pretty impressed.
All right, Kool-Aid.
All right, watch out, Kool-Aid. But what he could have done, he should have close the distance between them so he could stack them on top.
Right.
Like he didn't. He kept the distance between
Yeah.
him and Kool-Aid. Like people think when you run a go route or a lot of times running routes, like you want to separate yourself. Not necessarily. When you catch a DB in transition, you actually want to get closer to him so you can drive him inside and then separate. You create this opportunity for the ball to
I know what
fall
player
over.
you're talking about now.
Yeah, and he batted it down, and I thought that was a really good coaching probably rep for Shaheed to learn from that one. But a good play by Kool-Aid.
And you could tell that they're actually coaching him up on that because I did see I saw a really good deep out where because he is so fast, if he's pressing it vertical, you're scared to death.
Is it the one where Shuck threw it?
No, I think Spencer. Oh,
Shuck threw the out route, and it wasn't a very good throw.
Okay, no. So this wasn't that. Spencer threw this one because it was right on the sideline. It was a toe tap.
Yep.
But he did a really nice job. I forget. I think it was Taylor that he was working against, and he pressed him. I mean, it looked like he was about to run a go, and then he put his foot in the ground and went just right to the sideline. He didn't drift. He stayed on that plane, caught it, and that's what you can when you have true game-changing track speed. Like those are the type of routes you have to be able to run for it to matter.
Yeah, that's the big one of my key things for the offense is of course the ability to get Shaheed involved because of his deep threat. But if he can improve and become a really good route runner, that's a dangerous man.
Yeah.
And so I'm as ugly as watching him run around in number 22. Like if he can run pretty
what's wrong
route
with 22
at receiver.
Okay, fair enough.
It's like Emmitt Smith running out there. No, I'm not hating on 22.
Dang, I thought 22 is a pretty sweet number.
I completely forgot that his jersey number was 22, and I was watching the clips. I was like, who's this running back, dude?
Yeah.
Who's this running
he
back?
wore 80-something when he first got there, but he wore 22 in college, and he switched back. But
I didn't even know the receivers could wear it.
Well, now
20s.
it basically doesn't matter.
Really?
In the NFL. Yeah, you can wear 1 through 49 and 80 through 89 at receiver.
Just the receiver position?
No, any position.
Like a quarterback can wear 49?
I mean, if you want to. No, yeah.
That's disgusting.
That's gross. No, they got to go back to the old rules.
I do want to get your thoughts real quick. Let's just go ahead and do it. Whatever.
Yes.
Because I don't want to. I do want to get to some LSU next. So Jake Haener was a starter yesterday. Now, if it's a true 3-man competition, that's fine. I'm good with that. Jake had some nice throws yesterday. Cool. They leave Wednesday to go to the West Coast. They got to go from 3 to 2.
Let me tell you something.
And I think that's why you saw Jake get the 1 reps yesterday, because almost like a final verdict. Like, all right, are you going to be in this competition before we pack up and go finish training camp on the West Coast, or is it going to be 2 when we get there? Because you don't have a lot of time, and you know this. Like, you don't have a lot of time, and if you're at 3 quarterbacks and they're each getting reps still, we're almost 10 days into training camp. I don't want to say it was a wasted day, because if they believe Jake's in the competition, cool. If he's not, it was a wasted day. Like, they have to, at some point, whoever it is, I'm not even calling for it, it's got to go from 3 to 2, and then 10 days from there, you got to go from 2 to 1. Like, at least like from a non-quarterback, I'm in the huddle with you, like, and it will happen organically. The team's going to tell you before the coach tells you who the starter is. But if I got 3 different voices, and I was talking with Kamara about this, like to the side yesterday, because like he's the most veteran guy on that offense, and he's like, yeah, I mean, I don't try to do too much, but if I'm in the huddle, like I know all 3 of those guys are different. I know they got different cadences. I know that they call protections maybe a little bit different, like with the way that they say it out there. He's like, Tyler's a rookie. He's going to probably lean on me, for a free release flat a little bit more. And so like even the veteran players, like it is an adjustment.
Yeah. What practice was that? What number practice?
I think you're getting
was it 3?
No.
It's been way more.
No,
than
they're
3.
way more than that.
And is that the first time that he has been
second?
As a
the second that he's been QB1.
All right, so I mean, you could have. That means they're going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
So like that is telling you exactly he is absolutely in the competition.
Yeah.
Like, Kellen Moore is telling you it's a legit, and it's not just lip service, because if it wasn't, it would be an absolute waste of a day.
Right.
An absolute waste of 2 quarterbacks' precious reps. And let me tell you, each rep that you get with ones is precious.
Yeah.
Like there is no teacher like getting in there in the fire of a training camp practice and running it. not only just like you kind of alluded to it, they're not only for the quarterback himself, but for the other people like AK learning cadence, learning their tendencies, what they do. So they are telling you with their reps that it is a legit, because if it wasn't, a new head coach trying to pick a quarterback, a young quarterback, is not going to waste reps on somebody that does not have a legit opportunity to be your day one starter. It's just, I mean, that if it is, it's stupidity.
And
I'm saying if it's not a legit, then it's just stupidity of wasting 2 days with the ones.
Yeah, and like real quick, what we're talking about here, every quarterback, and you're like, wait a minute, it's the same protection. It's like it's supposed to be the same cadence. I get all that, but it is going to be different. Like everybody's going to say different things.
And in training camp, it's one-on-ones. It's one versus ones. So like you want to go against the best people.
Right.
That's why that's how you get better fast, is going against the best.
Yeah, and now this might not be the situation because you got all young quarterbacks, but like sometimes, like when I was in San Diego, if they were bringing 4 off my side, like Phil would be like, "Hey, I need you to pick that up. Like I need you to try to take 2 if you can, or like something. Give me like an extra, like before he snapped, like, hey, give me an extra second," which meant like try to get big and try to see if you can take 2 because he's gonna throw hot, but he was like, "Hey, give me a little extra time here." There'd be some times, and when I was in Denver, that they'd be bringing 4 off my side, and Peyton he'd say, "Hey, Waco, free."
Yep.
I had pass protection responsibilities, but the quarterback would be telling me, "Hey, if 1 comes, I want you to run an angle. If 2 come, I want you to run a flat." Like he would kind of change it on the go.
Yep.
Because and so everybody handles it. Everybody says something a little bit different, and I can't tell how many times I come back to the sideline after catching a pass in Denver, and running back goes, "Oh, what are you doing?" I was like, "Peyton." He goes, "Okay,
yeah, got it.
Yeah, got it. Yeah,
say less."
Because like everybody's going to treat that a little bit different. Like, so quarterbacks have a little bit of freedom in the NFL to do things like that. And like when I was listening to Jay Kaner yesterday, like cerebral, like he was probably the most of the group, honestly. Like it's just as far as like how his mind worked, how he talked about protections, how he talked about blitzes, how he talked about getting the running back like in the right spot.
Well, he's got to have something over the other guys that's keeping him in the competition,
right? And some of the
for
things
2 days,
right? And some of the things that he saw, like he was talking fast about it, like he was understanding. He knew kind of what they wanted to get done, and so that's why like everybody's going to be different back there. Even if it's the same offense, it's supposed to be the same process. Like human nature takes over, and like if I was back there with you, you would handle that. Like we always talk about the Auburn game, how you kind of you moved me and Sean into a position that wasn't in the playbook to pick up a blitz because you knew that we had to do that to pick up the blitz. Like a young quarterback, like if Perla was in there, no offense to him, he would not have done that, right? And so like, yes, it's the same system, it's the same protection, but you're going to have things play out differently. And that's why it's important to know who your guy is and not have 3 voices deep in the training camp.
I hate like dual quarterback systems. I'm going to get too fired up if we keep talking about this.
All right, we'll be back talking LSU training camp right here on OTB.
Off the bench.
We are so fired up to be with the Russell Pool Company. Go to their website, russellpools.com, and you will see why we are fired up. And you'll also be fired up to have them come to your home, to your business, to give you an idea of what they can do in your space. 225-924-2527 is that phone number. But when you go to the website, when you get blown away with the work they can do for you, when you check out that gallery, also know that you can see the full list of things they do. The true one-stop shop of construction, maintenance, retail. They do it all. Also, great financing options right there on the homepage. Go to it today, russellpools.com.
Yeah, Russell Pool Company is the name when you think of quality, high-end pools in Louisiana. But don't take our word for it. Go to their website. Look at their gallery of work. Go see actual work that they've done. It is incredible. They can take your dream to reality. Stop waiting. Call them today. They got a landscape architect that could take it, turnkey it. russellpools.com.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is taking $22,500 off MSRP on the brand new 2025 Ram 1500 Laramie with $22,500 off MSRP with a complimentary 7-year powertrain warranty that comes with all new Bayou Automotive vehicles. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief: our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Man, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
Where you can stay forever. You can be so that it will only get better. You and me together through the days and nights.
All right, welcome back in. OTB 104.5 ESPN. Baton Rouge. Let's go ahead. 41 minutes into the show and get this thing started.
Perfect timing.
It's time to get glowing. Courtesy of GoFlow IV Spa, where hydration, vitamins, and a summer-ready glow are always on tap. Now, for starters.
I felt like I was glowing yesterday, but not in the way that
Listening.
You're supposed to be glowing. If you go to goflowiv.com, just glowing because it was a bazillion degrees outside. But you know what? If you go see them over at GoFlow, you'll be hydrated. Mm-hmm. You don't have to worry about that. Mm-hmm. GoFlowiv.com, GoFlow IV Spa.
Yeah, from just regular IV fluids to vitamin infused. Go to their website, check out their menu, their list of items. If you're a little bit nervous about it, just go in there and see what they can do. Just go ask them about it, talk to them about it, because you will see a difference. So go see them. Conveniently located on Jefferson Highway. GoFlowiv.com.
So LSU, as you well know, opened up camp yesterday, and the first day of training camp is never going to be anything that you're going to get too up, too down about. I think everybody just gets really excited, the fact that everybody is back. But I will say that for LSU, one of the more intriguing things was going to be for me, what does it look like left to right on the offensive line? Because we don't really know. Like, we don't have an idea. And it's not because you don't have candidates to do so. I think you have some legit ones. You have 7-8 candidates that could be starters on the offensive line. But, what is right now the coaches between, no matter if we're talking Brian Kelly, Joe Sloan, Brad Davis, like, what are the coaches' mindsets right now and who they think, if they had a game today, who the starters would be? And from left to right, it went Adams, Chester, Moore, Thompson, and Davis. That's a group that we weren't quite sure. Like, Mubinga started multiple games last year. He came in when there was an injury. Everybody thought, well, okay, well, surely he started last year. He's back again. Like, he's going to roll out there with the first team, but it does not play out that way. He actually goes with the second team. Tate, I know you're locked into this, so I'll throw it to you first. Any surprise that Paul Mubinga was not out there with the first team, that it was Adams, Chester, Moore, Thompson, and Davis?
No, because that's kind of what everybody said it was going to be during spring. Like, if you remember, Chester still ran with the ones at center at spring. And, like, one of the first things Kelly said at his press conference basically laid out that Braylon Moore is your starting center.
Yeah.
Because he said, hey, we have Moore at center. Chester and Mubinga are still battling for that starting spot. And then Eccles and Thompson are battling for that second spot at the other guard position. Not a surprise to me. It kind of seemed like, because, like, I thought DJ Chester was a really good blocker last year. I just didn't think he was a very good center last year. Like
pre-snap penalties.
Right. The snap infractions. How many of those did you have? But
8.
Yeah, and then after the snap, he was good. No, I don't think this is a surprise
because every
at all.
time he did one, I'd be on the broadcast just trying to keep my cool.
Breaking pencils.
Just break pencils under the desk.
How many pencils
there.
you bring each game?
17.
Like a standard number 9 pencil, or is it just like a mechanical pen?
Number
What kind of
9?
pen?
Yeah,
wait,
what's a number 9?
Or wait, what is
Number
it?
2.
Number 2. I don't know where 9 came from.
Yeah, thinking Joe Burrow all the time.
Always
Get him out
on
your
my
brain.
mind. Yeah,
She's got him pulled up over
rent
there.
free.
Yeah.
I hate to like steer this convo away from the topic at
No, you
hand,
don't.
but like, when was there ever a different number pencil?
There's a number 1 pencil.
Oh,
is
is
there
there?
number 1?
Yeah, there's number 1.
To your point, I've actually
Yeah,
only
I
ever
think
seen 2.
I think,
Right.
I think it's a thicker pencil, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But why? But is the lead different?
Yeah.
Because when you have to fill out Scantron, like, I know the size might be different, but when you had to fill out Scantrons back in the day,
Yeah.
you had to be
Has
number 2
number
pencil.
2. Yeah.
And I just figured like the lead was different.
You couldn't do a mechanical pencil either.
Because it couldn't read it.
They always said that, and maybe that's why my grades weren't where they should have been. I always used a mechanical pencil in the Scantrons.
And it worked. Like looking
it
back on
never-
it, why would the chemical makeup of it wasn't lead, I guess, graphite or whatever it was, why would that be any different? And why would the Scantron have an issue with a number 3 pencil? But is there a number 3 pencil? I don't know.
But to your point, Jake, no, I don't think it was surprising.
Trades Green got to start at tight end. And again, this is all thanks to our guy, Hunt Palmer, LouisianaSports.net. Check out those daily practice reports. Running back Caden Durham, of course, Nussmeier at quarterback. And so second team offense, the receivers, Barry and Brown, Kyle Parker. You had Destin Hill, Bauer Sharp, the tight end there. Caleb Jackson was the running back with that group, and Michael Van Buren was the quarterback. So no real surprises there. I know Nick Anderson, Hunt points out, wasn't in that group. He was at practice with a sleeve on his leg, participated in individual drills, one-on-ones, and looked full speed, he said, but I guess they're easing him back. In Oklahoma last year, that was, Nick missed time because of injury as well.
Well, not only that, Kelly actually updated this. He said that the reason he was out, Anderson has to do a certain amount of technically walkthroughs. He got a concussion in that car wreck that he was in about a month ago, so they're working it back. Kelly said he should be good to go like next week.
Yeah, don't get in a car wreck and try to play against Arkansas on the road a couple of days later. It's not great. You don't really remember how the game went.
Why? Did you have a little brain bruise?
Yeah, that was a different time.
Different time.
That was
yeah.
a different time.
No
So,
protocols.
Turns
back
out
then.
if your head knocks the windshield out, you probably should do what Nick's doing and not what meatheads do.
Yeah. True. You do like a kind of like a varsity blues. Like, no, you got to ask him true, false. Like, everybody, he's holding up some fingers. True or false?
True.
True.
Smelling salts, no big deal.
Oh, yeah,
You're good.
for sure.
Get back in there.
Yeah, you'll be fine. On the defense, at defensive end, it was Jack Piper and Gabe Relaford. At defensive tackle, Ahmad Bro and Dominic McKinley. At linebacker, it was Witt and Wes Weeks. Star position, Harold Perkins, which we've talked a lot about. You had Delane and Stamps at corner. You had Cooley and Gilbert at safety. Now, as we know, there's a lot of guys on that defense. Like, Devon Keys is going to have a role on that defense. I fully expect him and Wes Weeks to have a full rotation. The defensive line, you know how that goes, will also be rotating. Corner, you had Woodland and Pickett as your second-team corners. Toviano and Halsey were your second-team safeties there. Safety is going to be a position we continue to look at throughout training camp. Linebacker, I think you got a really good group. Star, you had Singleton there backing up Harold Perkins, which the star position in Blake's defense is it's more of a linebacker than it is DB. So Harold Perkins being out there, good to see him back out there. Devon Keys can also play star.
I never played in a team where we called anybody a star. So I don't even really know what the star does.
Think nickel Sam.
Nickel.
Think nickel Sam more than nickel. Nickel Sam, like a true, like the tweener linebacker you played against, in the NFL. That
wasn't that many.
You didn't play against a bunch of those guys.
No.
I feel like the Chiefs.
There was nobody that was good.
I feel like the Chiefs when we played them, they always had
the tweeners were the guys that could play like Sam or defensive end. Those were the tweeners, like a Clay Matthews type that would have his hand in the dirt, but then he would also roam around.
See,
it wasn't anybody that was like good enough linebacker to stick his nose in there and stop a run, and then also defend a pass. Those are.
Okay, we had a ton of those. I feel like the Raiders and the Chiefs. I'm trying to think of the Broncos. Like the Broncos kind of use like later in his career. Like that's kind of how they use Brian Dawkins whenever we play against them.
I've never used the term star. I hear it. I hear people talk about it all the time.
Yeah, there's not stars in Green Bay, Wisconsin. And on that note, we'll take a break. More OTB when we come back. 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
Off the bench.
All right, go to trashrangers.com. When you go to the website there, the bottom portion of the site, you can sign up for residential commercial service. Roll-off dumpsters as well. 3 different sizes to choose from. 225-612-2477. Say, hey, here is what I've got going on at my home, at my business. This is the size of the project. What size dumpster do I need? They're going to make sure you have the right size every time. And also remember, they are going to keep you out of the doghouse. They're not going to allow you to forget about putting the trash out. You're going to get that weekly text reminder. So many different great services they offer over at trashrangers.com.
Yeah, Colin, whatever your trash needs are, whether it's residential, just home residential pickup, whether it's commercial, you need a dumpster that's picked up every week, twice a week, whatever it is, or you got a special project and you got a lot of stuff that you need to throw away with the roll-off dumpster. They can size it perfectly for your needs, whatever your trash needs are. Give them a call today or go to their website, trashrangers.com.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Man, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
River Parish Contractors has immediate openings for structural steel shop fabricators. Call or text Big Jake today at 318-547-1000 or go to rpcontractors.com and click on employment. River Parish Contractors. Let's get building.
You gotta believe in a dream. Believe. You gotta believe in a dream. Believe. You gotta believe. My whole team on wild.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar, but instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. This, it's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more.
2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
Come on, yeah. All right. Hold up. Baby, when we're crying, that's right. I get so excited. Oh, how I like it. I try, but I can't find it. Oh, you're dancing real close. What's real slow?
I mean, your pop's got some great taste here, Alondra. I mean, this is like my playlist.
What's he listening to all this sexy music for?
He has 3 kids,
Yeah.
so...
Yeah.
I just think he's got good taste in music, Flynn.
I mean, undeniably sexy music, though.
Also,
Am I right?
well, like, he's 53, so, like...
Hold on, don't do
No,
that.
no.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't be like, you're not that far away from my
No,
dad's
that's
age.
not what I'm trying to say.
I know.
I'm trying to say, like...
Wait, how old are you?
27.
27?
Oh, I like that you thought I was 24, though.
you're 27.
I'm 27.
You said your dad's 53?
Yeah.
So I'm the same age away from both of you. I'm
Yeah,
right there in the middle.
you are,
okay?
yeah.
So
I got some pencil answers for us.
Oh.
The number 2, the number denotes the hardness level of the graphite or the lead and the brightness, the darkness level. So number 1, a little bit softer is darker. Number 2, like a medium softness.
All right.
And 3, 4 is a harder, and it gets harder as you get higher, and so it means that's a lighter lead color. So it denotes the hardness.
I only ever see number 2.
Now you know the rest of the story. Bobby Carpenter, kick off hour number 2.
Off the Bench.
All right, go to ktozblinds.com, ktozblinds.com. Interior, exterior, sometimes both, right? They're going to be able to come in and help you with your space. For us, there was a couple different things. Like we need a little bit more privacy in our kitchen. They came and it was a custom window, but they measured, got it ordered. They knew what color we needed to match our cabinets. I mean, Brandon came in with the book, turned right to the page, boom, it was there, custom, in just, I mean, no time, right? A couple of weeks. Also, our outdoor shade. We wanted it for that little backyard kind of patio area. Had no idea it was actually going to cool off the entire home. I can't tell you how many times this summer we pressed the button because, like, hey, living room, getting too much sun, too hot in here. Press the button. Going to save on your energy bills as well. ktozblinds.com.
Yeah, they can help your house look better and be more energy efficient, whether it's shutters, drapes, screens, shades, whatever it is. They have it for every single budget. Go see their brand new website right now, ktozblinds.com.
Value Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is taking $22,500 off MSRP on the brand new 2025 Ram 1500 Laramie with $22,500 off MSRP with a complimentary 7-year powertrain warranty that comes with all new Bayou Automotive vehicles. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
The Windsor Senior Living Community in Mandeville, Louisiana is a beautiful, vibrant apartment community geared towards seniors. They are nestled right in the heart of Mandeville, where seniors live a more carefree lifestyle in spacious apartments with the peace of mind that comes from having a little extra help. Call the Windsor at 985-624-8040 to schedule a lunch and tour. Come see how the Windsor can be your passport to peace of mind.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The First time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient, and you will have your pool in no time.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Savor game day platters and snacks, plus drink specials at 1717 Kitchen and Cocktail. So come out for game day and let our team make you the MVP. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
Good morning. It's 8 a.m. here on Thursday, July 31st. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect cloudy skies with a high of 90 in hour 2 of today's show. We'll have Bobby Carpenter at 8 a.m. Then at 8:30, JD PicKell of 1-3 Sports. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studios, starts now.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Okay, here we go.
Where the plays get broken down and science gets denied.
Yeah, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Hour 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studio, starts now.
All right, welcome back in. OTB 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge, hour number 2. Going to catch up with our guy, Bobby Carpenter, Big Ten Bob, the general, here in a matter of minutes.
You think he'll have his meta glasses on?
You stole it from me. I was about to say, yes. He's going to join us on video, and it was going to be, where in the world is Bobby Carpenter? If we were putting betting lines on the weight room, minus 350?
Minus
I mean, those are pretty good odds.
Minus 1,100.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where else Bobby
Last time
be.
he was in the Ohio State weight room.
No, Bob's got a locker in there, I think.
Yeah.
I think he has a locker in the weight room.
We used to have a locker at LSU when we were playing. The NFL lockers.
Did we?
Mm-hmm.
Where?
There was like a little wall. I mean, it was a small little cubby, but it was in the locker room. There was a small wall, and it was for all the NFL players.
Yeah, well, I mean,
you never worked out in the offseason?
I stayed in San Diego in the offseason. Because I was paying for a house there. Figured I'd stay in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'd come back here, and they'd give us all workout gear, and they'd wash clothes and stuff. Yeah, should have taken advantage of it.
Can we still do it?
Nope. Well, not anymore because we retired last week.
Y'all did.
That's very
until last week. We should have rethought that.
That is very. You know what? I didn't think about, like, since we officially retired, now we can put in our application for the TV show that I'm trying to create. Don't call it a comeback.
Yeah, we're eligible for the Hall of Fame.
Sorry.
What the snicker?
What's up?
I don't know that the snicker was needed.
My bad.
I don't think that the laugh I
don't feel like we got enough headlines either from that retirement.
Y'all made Tiger droppings.
Taylor didn't even post it on our own shows.
All right.
Socials.
Hey, we can.
Y'all made Tiger droppings again like Tuesday.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
This one was not as positive.
Oh, someone
So you
said,
did
that's
make
right.
it.
Someone said it when yesterday during the show. Like they got upset at us. Someone was upset because we agreed too much.
Oh, y'all are like the Carr brothers.
Yeah.
Wait.
But that was the
Shut
comment.
your
They
mouth
said-
over there.
They said they agree too much, and I'm like, what do you want them to do? Spit in each other's faces? Like,
We agree too much. Okay, I can fix this. Hey, just call Bob. I don't really know.
Okay, I'll call
You can just give him a call.
Most of our disagreements are at break.
That's very true. So we should bring those on air, is what you're telling me?
Maybe.
Like we were just kind of having a slight argument about how dumb the offenses you played in are.
here we go.
Oh, that's not
OTB post T-Bob. This is the thread title. It just
Oh, boy.
sucks. I like both Hester and Flynn, but together on radio makes me want to go play in traffic.
All
I
right.
think they need to find someone who will come in and have actual discussions and get the blood flowing instead of agreeing on every single subject. I know they are the mouthpiece for LSU, but some honest assessments would be nice every so often. Maybe it's just that time of the year, and when football actually starts, it will get better.
Yeah, the mouthpiece.
Absolutely.
What are we going off of? We've had one practice in non-pads.
I agree.
and-
We have only had one practice.
Yeah,
in
exactly.
I agree.
They had like the #1 portal class and like all these things, like a lot of positive. People have picked them to win like the national championship. So the mouthpiece. Okay, well.
I don't find it necessary to give these people airtime, to be honest.
Yeah, based off that one practice. We'll argue about it later. I don't know.
Look, he has the meta glasses
Hey,
Yeah, there we go.
Ooh, I don't know though.
That kinda
Does he
counts.
win the bet though? We had minus 330 odds. He'd be doing it from the weight room. It looks like let's bring Bobby up. It looks like he's in the indoor. So does that count as the weight room? Bob, what do you think?
Well, it probably does. It constitutes when you text me, said I want to do video or phone. It was 8:56. I was finishing up my last couple sets there. So yes, and then I've been frantically trying to get this thing to load. So I apologize for the tardiness, but yes, until 9 o'clock, I had it scheduled, Hester, where I was going to be in the weight room from about 8:05 to about 8:58, and then come on out here and get a better scenic backdrop for you.
I can appreciate that, Bob. Always a pleasure. And college football, like now everyone has started training camp. So, like, give us kind of the boots on the ground. Are you going to go out there, watch the Buckeyes practice? When did they get started yesterday as well?
Yeah, they came in and reported for camp yesterday. Today is the first practice. And so you guys know how it goes. I mean, you come in, you know, now, I mean, with the NIL era and everything else, they have some open to the public. You come out here, you know, raise some funds, sign some autographs. They do that for like the first 3-4 days. And then they really get the pads cracking here, I think Sunday or Monday. So the first couple of days, obviously just acclimation period of everything, getting checked in. But this is the first official day of practice for the Buckeyes.
See, most people, Bob, like they would kind of, we talked about it. You get a little cold sweats thinking about training camp. You kind of get a little pit in your stomach. I'm going to assume like maybe you were the complete opposite, because I'm sure if Ryan came over there right now and was like, hey, Bob, I need you for inside run, like you'd probably go over there. Did Bob's glasses mess up? There we go. We got him.
Oh, no, there we go. Yeah, sorry about that. The audio dropped out for just a second. But, yeah, if Ryan came over, I'd be like a blind dog in a meat house. The problem is, Hester, it's like when you haven't done it for so long, you get so excited, have a lot of wasted movement. Wouldn't be near as efficient as I ultimately need to be. But yeah, I'm like you, man. The start of camp, you know, it's exciting for a couple of days. Then you just get beaten down. I mean, it's a grind. You're working. It's fun, but yeah, it's a little bit of a grind when it comes down to it. And I always liked it, but there was that feeling of, hey, you're saying goodbye to your life as you basically know it for about 5 in the NFL, maybe 6 months, hopefully. So yeah, there's a lot that goes into it. There's no vacations. You don't get, you know, time off. You get a bye week here or there, but it's a lot of the same thing, the Groundhog Day over and over again. So you got to focus up and get your mind prepared for what you've been training for all off season.
Bobby, I love your background right now, but can you give the folks in Louisiana just like an inside glimpse? Like, can you like spin the phone a little bit? Can we see the indoor facility a little bit more?
Well, yeah, we can take a little look.
Yeah, let's
They just
take a little...
kind of, let me pull it out. I got this little mag back here, Flinter. So yeah,
I'd like to kind of see the
kind of look
banners.
around there. Yeah, they just put up all this new stuff. They've got some new ones over here. They light up now back there. So yeah, I'll head over here so we can kind of see some of the other stuff too. But yeah, they're hoping that it doesn't rain. I'm heading out here. We did our local broadcast this morning from here. They're warming up and everything beforehand, trying to get this practice in before the rain. But yeah, they got the new championship banners.
There it is. That's what we wanted to see right there. That's sexy. All right.
You guys know whenever you win, you got to go through and like update all your stuff, and so it's a great thing. But then they spend like all summer getting new stuff up there, making sure it looks good. You've always got to keep updating it. The next coach always wants more things. So this was Ryan's first title, so they kind of went through and renovated everything and took it to that next level for him.
So so you're telling me you and AJ, y'all's pictures have come down, basically, is what you're saying.
Oh, those came down long ago, man. I mean, they've got, you guys know, he got his first round draft picks and everything. I said it joking around, this guy on our show, and he goes, they did the top 25 players out of Central Ohio in the last 25 years. And so I was number 6 on that list. And they go, how do you feel about that? I was like, there's been some really good players that have come out, so I felt pretty good about it. They go, what? And, he goes, I like chat GBT or AI, like, what are you ranking Ohio State linebackers? And it came back 16th. And I was like, yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, there's a lot of guys in there that won a lot of awards, and I was an All-American, but not to the degree of like even my teammate AJ Hawks. So you take what you can get when you go to a big-time program.
That's all right. My son Googled me like a couple of weeks ago. He was like, hey, Dad, I just heard you were the 11th best quarterback in LSU's history. And I was like, yeah, thanks, bud. Appreciate the honesty over there. But yeah, you kind of right.
Ask him how many of the other 10 have national titles. That's the key, Flinner.
That's right. You can't take that away. Hey, so I'm kind of curious. I'm seeing the indoor facility, and I'm thinking back to like my days in Green Bay, like playing up north. Like we had these crazy like heated coils like under the field turf that kept it warm, that where you could practice and play, of course, in Lambeau, like in the cold weather. What does Ohio State do? Because you play outside. What do y'all do during practices when it's snowing and cold in the dog days of winter?
So it's interesting. I mean, they'll come in the indoor here a lot of times. And before they play Tennessee, though, Keenan Bailey, the tight ends coach, and tight end's kind of an interesting position because you get a lot of different styles of guys there. I mean, you've got the Jimmy Graham who, if you can get him to do a cutoff block on the backside of a zone, a stretch zone, like you're feeling good about that. And then you've got your guys that are more like our guy, Ben Hartsock, who are more, they've got like that Y kind of looks like a T sometimes, and they put you out there on the field in just like a tackle over situation. And so Keenan Bailey's the tight ends coach at Ohio State has tried to impress on everybody the importance of blocking and like getting tough. And so what he did before the Tennessee game, they were doing inside drill out their individual period outside all year long. And so it was like snow on the ground, 20 degrees. And he goes, I don't give a damn what the rest of the coaches are doing. Like, we're going outside. We're going to do 10 minutes, blocking each other, man on man, dude on dude, getting after it. And, like, we're going to be tough. And then we can come in and do inside and get our work in. But there's elements where just you got to practice in it. You got to be smart because you want to make sure you're getting an efficient practice. And, it's not a wind tunnel and guys are getting sick and everything else. But you are going to be playing in it, so you do have to be experienced and be ready to handle it.
All right, Bobby. So I got to ask you, behind you, I see a couple of big ass fans. That's what they're called, literally. Do we not have AC and heating in there? And if we don't, I know a guy in Columbus, Ohio that can get that done.
So they do have heating in here. They've got the old school, like heating coils up top that will heat it up inside. And like for bowl practice, Tress would always crank it up super hot. And I'm like, dude, it's not this hot. And we're playing like in the winter in Florida or like Arizona, you're playing indoors. Like, dude, it doesn't need to be like 90 degrees, but he mostly wanted to get everybody like lean back down. I think get them fast again, get them rolling after the cold winter. But yeah, there is no AC in here.
I mean, put in a bid, Bob. Get that contract.
So they put those in here, man. It was brutal. Tress would bring us in. He goes, I'm getting you out of the sun. How you do? It's like a hot air balloon. There's no air movement in here. Like, you would just be sweat pouring off yourself. It'd be terrible. So they've got the big ass fans they put in here. There's like 8 of them, and it feels pretty good. And so the thing is, Hester, I'm running my conditioning test tomorrow after our radio show. So we got 20 half gassers on 17 seconds with 30 seconds rest. I ran 18 on Saturday. It was a little difficult, but I probably had 2 more in the bag if I needed them. But I wanted to make sure I'm running them outside where like maybe there's a breeze, maybe there's not.
Yeah.
I'll probably run them like a cutoff, maybe no shirt. But, with this, like I've been training, like I got a little fleece on, so make sure I can really embrace that heat because it's been pretty frothy up here the last couple of days.
Do you raw dog it by yourself? You running gassers by yourself, timing them, or you have somebody that comes out and puts the clock to you?
So I have my Apple Watch that I'll run them with myself, and I'll set all that up normally when I train. But for this, Flynn, anytime you got the show, I get my guy Schleggs out here, who is a teammate of mine, but also a strength coach. And so strength coaches are the best timers. They're going to be loud. They're going to be decisive with their times coming in. And so he's going to come over tomorrow, and he's going to be my guy. He's going to He's going to time me and get me ready to go, provide a little music and everything. And it should be a good time. We're going to have my kids come over for practice. So Hester, I'm going to have my 3rd grader and 6th grader. They're going to be my hype squad with some of their friends. We're going to show them like how to do hard things and like to embrace the suck a little bit.
Oh, I love it. Bob, you're the man. We appreciate you joining us. Hopefully you and I can hop back on Channel 84. I think I got you coming up here in a couple of days, a little Meathead Radio. I appreciate the time as always, sir, and we'll catch up again soon.
Absolutely, guys. Thanks for having me on.
All right, there he is, the General, Big Ten Bobby Carpenter. I mean, they were about to come in the indoor for practice.
Yeah, they were. I don't know.
I heard the whistle and the coach in the background.
I think if they were to run in there for practice, I don't know if he would have moved.
Oh, I don't think
he would have finished the interview.
I don't know.
Sorry, Coach Day.
I don't know that anybody
Baton Rouge
has
Radio.
access to a facility anywhere in the country more than Bob has at Ohio State. Like,
There's no shot.
I call the games for LSU. Like, I'm on the broadcast. If I went over there right now and had a computer walking it around in the indoor, they would be like, "What? Get out of here."
Yeah.
What are you doing? Not Bob. And when I catch up with players from Ohio State, I'm always like, hey, blah, blah, blah. Like I do radio with Bobby Carpenter. Like, oh, Mr. Bob. Like every one of them knows Mr. Bob.
It's amazing the verbiage that he uses is so like the exact same as AJ uses. They talk the exact same, a little bit different energy.
Yeah.
They're just funny people up there in Ohio.
Just 2 Ohio meatheads.
They are just some funny people.
Oh man. I was gonna get to the Big Ten or something like that with Bob.
I was way more curious when he started talking. I was like, I want to see the rest of that.
Yeah, me too.
I want to see the rest of that room.
Yeah.
I want to see the banners.
Yeah, and he's also telling the truth. Like every year, he does the conditioning test. Like whatever Ohio State's conditioning test is, like because they probably doing it right now, or maybe yesterday when they reported. He whatever they do, like he gets the information and replicates it, like a psycho.
When we were at LSU, we would do the conditioning test before we got our week off, didn't we?
I think so.
Yeah.
It was the finisher.
Yeah, I think
they do it.
I think
the
that's
first
probably
day.
the way to do it. So you don't kill yourself right before practice starts.
I know in San Diego we did it the report day.
I was on one team that had a conditioning test.
Yeah,
on all of my teams.
We only had it 1 year, and it was because everybody was fighting for their job.
Yeah,
type situation in San Diego.
The Patriots had it when I was.
I've heard about theirs.
Yeah, that was the only team I ever had a conditioning.
Yeah, I mean it was super easy compared to Tommy Moffitt's conditioning.
Yeah, it was something like 2050s or something like that.
Yeah,
which I'd never heard of.
2050s?
It was 50-yard.
Okay.
Something. I don't know. It was weird.
Yeah. Look, when you come from the school of Tommy Moffitt, no matter what you told me, I'd be like, yeah, okay.
I didn't do it because I popped a hamstring getting ready for the conditioning test at LSU.
Sure you did, bud.
I did.
Hey,
where else do you think I did it?
Got this hammy. Just if you were scared to run, just say it.
Scared to run.
Fine.
Yep, you're right. I was.
That's all you had to say.
Love Bobby though.
Love Bob. We're trying to have Bob and AJ, and Bob's already agreed to it every Friday during the football season. We're trying to have a quad box. So I've done my part.
Yeah, AJ's
a
tough pool.
Okay, a tough pool. I reached out to my Ohio friend. He just did an interview from the indoor while they're practicing at Ohio State for the national champion. Can you pull your weight?
I know. Well,
Is AJ's
too
little pretentious?
I don't know. He's just a different level of stardom. You know,
I mean,
he's
you've only reached out one time to AJ, and he came on.
1 for 1.
You're batting 1,000, bud.
That's true.
You can get him.
Yeah, I probably need to see because a lot of times they do. He travels on Fridays with I don't know what they're. It seems like they change. Well, we're gonna ask him. Don't worry. I'll tell him. I'll just tell him. He's gonna do it.
You're putting out the narrative that he's pretentious.
Yeah, you are.
What
he's
I'm trying
losing
to
a
do,
little bit of his meathead status here.
I'm setting it up to where I'm making it sound really hard, and then so y'all celebrate the fact that when I get it.
It's like what we were talking about yesterday with Saints camp.
Yeah.
Like you expect absolutely nothing because they're ranked 32nd. Their roster's ranked 32nd in the NFL.
Yeah.
So you went yesterday and what? Were you were like,
I think
okay,
it's better than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's better than that.
31?
I think 26.
Well, the starters.
Yeah, I mean, we took
when we get into
they
the
should not
depth,
have,
it's
should not have been
30
32nd.
They should not
No.
have been ranked 32nd.
No.
That was
They're
a
not-
bad loss.
They're not 32nd.
I mean, that wasn't really the point of what I was saying, but yeah.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying.
We get it.
I know what you're saying.
We're squirrels.
Basically, just get AJ. Like, stop. Like, we're trying to create this deal, like this segment.
I don't know.
I didn't say get Tony Romo. I said get AJ
You
Hawk.
don't want Tony.
Tony'd be fun, though.
All right. I do want to, when we come back, though, I do want to talk Saints quarterback, who right now I think is the leader in the clubhouse for that position. And again, I caught up with Kellen Moore yesterday. We'll play that at 9 coming up. We still got JD PicKell. We've got Chef Michael Johnson. A lot coming your way on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to centralplumbing.org. Centralplumbing.org is the website for Central Plumbing. Not only in Central, though, the entire greater Baton Rouge area. We are talking to you. 225-925-8552 is that 24/7, 365 weekend holiday game day emergency numbers. So if you've got something going on, it doesn't matter when, they're going to be out there to fix it. But also remember, like, they can help you in the remodel game as well. Home, business, does not matter. You can go tankless with a tankless water heater. Never run out of hot water again. Centralplumbing.org.
Yeah, whatever your plumbing needs are, if you need to run water lines, you need to run gas lines, whatever, residential, commercial, I tell you all the time that they ran every single one at our factory here in Baton Rouge. They did it all, commercial, factory, and also residential. If there's an issue, they can come, big, small, toilet, you got something leaking in the walls, whatever it is, they can call it 24/7 emergency service. Central Plumbing, centralplumbing.org. Give them a call today. Central Plumbing.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Baton Rouge's home for real rock. It's Eagle 98.1. Foo Fighters. Led Zeppelin. AC/DC. Pearl Jam. And the flagship home for LSU sports. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. Eagle 98.1 is the rock station.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
We're Rev Business, a local provider with nearly 90 years of experience. So when it comes to business in Louisiana, we know that personalized service is key. And we're here to go the extra mile with all fiber solutions that deliver what every business needs: reliability and quality. We're not just providers. We're the local team dedicated to helping you succeed. True partnerships are homegrown. Rev Business, internet, phone, managed services. Visit us at letsrev.biz.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play.
1, 2, 1, 2.
From players to legends, Hester and Flynn break down LSU football like only champions can.
All right, welcome back in. OTB 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. I was boots on the ground yesterday at New Orleans Saints training camp, and although Jay Kaner got the reps, like he was technically QB1 at yesterday's practice, I had a chance to see all three of the quarterbacks, well, all four of the quarterbacks technically, but the three that are in the battle to be the starting quarterback. Each of them made their plays, sure. Each of them made their mistakes, obviously. But if I'm just going off of vibes, of who I think looks the most comfortable and the most ready to be a starting quarterback. And it's probably unfair a little bit to Tyler Shuck because he is a rookie, even though he is going to be 26. We all know that narrative. It's Spencer Rattler. And he got starts last year, which, Matt, you can speak on this better than I can. I'm sure that helps him in the process of leading the team and being a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more relaxed. But like Tyler Shuck looks the part of what you used to have to look like to be a starting quarterback in the NFL, right? He's got the height, he's got the frame, he does have a big arm. But when you watch Spencer Rattler and kind of I don't want to say like he's improvising back there, but if a play's not perfect, he handles that much better than the other two quarterbacks. The other two quarterbacks compared to Spencer Rattler, and again, I think most of this for Tyler Shuck is the fact that he is a rookie, but they're robotic. It's like I was coached to do this. I was coached to do A, then B, then C. And if it doesn't work out in that order, then I get off my marker and it's not going to be a great play. Where I feel like Spencer Rattler has hey, maybe C's the best option right now. And I'm not scared to go to C first instead of A and B. And he just looks more fluid. He looks more relaxed. And he made a couple of plays yesterday that I don't know the other two right now can make.
All right.
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
You watch the play, okay.
Right.
See you.
It had a little swag to it.
Yeah.
It had a little, I was telling y'all, like he got, pressure pretty right away off the right side. And he didn't panic. He didn't try to roll out of the pocket like you do in college. No, he saw it. He stayed calm. He stepped up. He stepped out, hit his back foot, and threw a 60-yard pass to Chris Olave for a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
The other two don't have that. I don't know that Jay Kaner will ever have that. Tyler Shuck might have that one day, but Spencer Rattler has it right now.
And it's what you're seeing right now is, again, it was practice 6 yesterday, so it's still early in training camp. But what you're seeing is that difference that I talk about. It's that year 1 to 2 jump. I mean, you could probably go back and look at Spencer Rattler a year ago at practice number 6 in training camp, and probably looked a little bit more like Shuck is from a. And what you're kind of talking about, what I hear when you're talking, what I hear is like the pre-snap process, a little bit more robotic, like Mike Wright. That's it. And then line up, and you got to, and then maybe with Spencer it's like, hey, Mike Wright, and then hey, be alert.
Yeah, looking around, his feet are still moving. He's getting in his it's just more fluid.
Like taking the snap count, and he's not looking at the center. Like when you're kind of. And I'm not going to say robotic, but when you're learning the NFL game, you look robotic.
Because you're so nervous and you want to get everything exactly right, and you are robotic. It's okay. Like we all have been through that.
And you can see a difference in like the subtleties that a guy like you can watch when you go to practice, rather than somebody that hasn't been in the fire like that. Is you can see those interactions to see who's actually more comfortable within the offense. And it's not just the clips of when the ball comes out of their hand and lands in a receiver's arms. Like, those tell you a lot, but a lot of the other stuff paint the picture about comfortability, how guys respond to them, and just what that year 1 to 2 jump for a quarterback is such a huge difference maker. Like, he can make or break your career.
Right.
Like, because you can make such a big jump, and it's all about that comfortability. Once you actually settle in to the NFL, the speed of it, the knowing that there is chaos happening all around you, but knowing that there's answers to all the chaos that can be presented, all the problems that can be presented to you, there is an answer to it. You just have to have your wits about you. You got to be able to visualize and see everything. You can't just be locked into the center has the ball. I got to get the snap from him. I got to say the right snap count. I have to tell them which mic to go to. I have to read 1, 2, and 3. When you're not just worried about executing the play like strong on the playbook, all the other things, cerebral things that go around it. And I think that's what you're seeing. Now, Shuck will get there. I know I guess I have to condition myself to talk about Haener, too, because Kellen Moore has told us with his actions that he is in the – but Shuck will get to that point. He will. I mean, it doesn't matter that he's 26. He's a rookie. It doesn't matter. Like, you have to – that experience that Rattler's kind of feeling right now and that comfort level he's allowed to play in right now is because of experience.
Yeah.
And it's not always like – I got that experience. My year 1 to 2 jump was night and day, and I didn't play. Yeah. It was just like my comfortability in being in the NFL, being in an offense, understanding the offense, and knowing like, dude, this protections, like me not getting hit is up to me. Like, I got to move the line. I have to move. I have to understand a blitz is coming off. I got to know if I'm picked up or not. Yeah. And if I am picked up, that's an NFL running back and NFL tackle that's going to pick it up.
Right.
Like, I don't have to guess.
Yeah, you trust that they're going to pick it up.
I trust, and I can slide and I can move and I can hit. Like, okay, if he comes, this route concept changes. My read changes if this guy comes.
Yeah.
And it just comes naturally and it flows. So that's why we've been kind of high on Rattler to be the starter. And it was practice 6, practice 7 will be today. There's a long way to go. But as of right now, from what you're saying, it's kind of what we thought might be happening at this point.
Yeah, I think it's like training camp day number 6 or whatever, but I think they've actually had like 10 practices. Trust me, the players, like yesterday, like my co-host was like, day number, and Cam's like, no, that's day. We're talking about the practice number. Mm-hmm. Cam's a veteran vet, and he stopped and he's like, so, I mean, they've got a good sample size, and so for Jake Haener to still be in the conversation, it's more than just 6 days. It's, more practices than that, but.
Wait, they're doing 2 days?
I mean, you remember how it used to be, like where you do like the
shells practice,
the walk through that ends up being a jog through that ends up being a kind of at times a little sprint violation type situation. And there was so many people yesterday, and obviously the quarterback's going to be the most intriguing position, but I was laughing because there was people taking so many like notes when they had 3 managers, like equipment managers that, they put the gloves on. There's one in 5 yards. There's one 10 yards in the end zone. There's one 15 yards. Like they're running like a 15-yard digger out in the back end of the goal line there. And like so many people are like taking notes on every single throw. I'm like, guys, this isn't where the job's going to be won. Mm-hmm. Like this job's not going to be won with these 3 guys throwing to these 3 managers. Like, this is just Scott running a drill. Mm-hmm. Like, for me, like the biggest moment for me, it wasn't even the Rattler pass. And I know we got JD, but it wasn't the Rattler pass to Olave for 60 yards. That was a great play. One of the things to me is like, okay, this thing's becoming a little bit more narrow as far as the competition. There's an RPO play. Spencer kind of pulled it, made the defensive end commit to go inside. He bounced it outside. Right, so he beat the first line of defense, and then he kind of got in a foot race with the linebacker down the sideline, and you had like 6 or 7 offensive guys be like, all right, rat that. And I'm like, yeah, okay. That's organically them telling you that they're starting to see him as the guy. Mm-hmm. When you see like 6 or 7 guys get excited when a guy makes a play. So I'm not saying that the competition's over. I think it is going to go from 3 to 2 when they go out west. but Tyler Shuck's going to have to make up some room if he wants to stay in the competition. Just based off what I saw, one practice, one day, because it does feel like Spencer is starting to have those starting qualities for that
And
team.
it's still the first week, so it's like it's a lot of overreaction too. But if we're making a decision off of week 1, which is not the case, got a lot of preseason games, a lot of practices left, so we will see.
All right, we'll take a break, and when we come back, JD PicKell will join us on 3 Sports. He picked his national champion yesterday, and I think you're going to like his answer, and we'll break it all down with JD when we jump back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to pelicanroof.com. That is the website for Pelican Roofing. And when you go to the website, so many different things I always encourage you to do. Check out the 5-star reviews, and that is according to Yelp and Google and Facebook. And Flynn says it all the time. The internet hates everything, but they love Pelican Roofing, and you will as well. You can get that instant roof quote. Great tool they have. Type in your address, your home, your business. Gives you an outline of your space and gives you a great idea of how much it would cost you for that roof replacement. They also, Flynn, have financing options on the homepage of their website, pelicanroof.com.
Yeah, a new roof is a huge deal. I mean, it's a big deal for your family. It's a big deal for your house, and financially a big deal. So they can help you with that financing. Go to their homepage, start that process. 0% interest for up to 21 months for qualified buyers. So let them help you with that new roof, and they can do everything from roof repair, roof replacement, coatings, industrial roofing, whatever it is, your roofing needs can be met. PelicanRoof.com.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
At Atmos Energy, our Smart Choice solutions help customers save energy and emissions with rebates up to $500 off high-efficiency natural gas appliances, smart thermostats, and weatherization upgrades. Together, we're fueling our energy future.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Businesses like yours are the soul of our community. You deserve someone who'll deliver the internet services you deserve. That's why local businesses rely on Rev Business, 90 years of building connections. Visit us at letsrev.biz.
It's not just a game, it's a religion. You've got your team colors, team swag, and now your very own website. LouisianaSports.net. Everything LSU, Saints, and Pelicans. Sports on demand. In-depth coverage by sports writing pros with continuously updated news. And with the LouisianaSports.net newsletter, you get pinged directly with top trending stories. Best of all, now and always, no paywall. It's free. LouisianaSports.net. Powered by 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. Your home for Louisiana sports.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business is...
You are listening to the sounds of WNE Posse. Rock Shake.
All I wanna do is on my zoom. Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. OTB 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. Very excited as always. Catch up with our next guest. JD PicKell joins us. Talk a little college football, talk a little LSU Tigers. And JD, I'm sorry we're late getting to you. We had Bobby Carpenter on, and he was telling us how he was getting ready to run the Ohio State conditioning test because that's what meatheads do. But that might not be as impressive as what I just saw you do, flat-footed, in a pool, jumping up, and you conquered it, sir. You got both feet on the ground, stood up, and you did it. Your family can no longer be ashamed of you. Well done, sir.
Well, I appreciate that, one. Two, got a little bit of a rolling start there, so we'll have to work our way up to flat foot. But, I mean, hey, first of all, I will back clean up Bobby Carpenter every single day of my life. So whatever time y'all say, hey, tomorrow 2:30 a.m. you're gonna come in after Bobby Carpenter, I'll say phenomenal. I'll be awake. So glad to talk some ball with y'all, man. It's football time.
Oh, it is, man. And I think a lot of our listeners are pretty excited to hear you talk not only college football but LSU Tigers. And you're going all in. You're going all in on LSU. I saw you eat the Popeyes chicken sandwich, which is very Louisiana of you. I can appreciate that as you picked LSU to go win a national championship. So I'm going to open up the floor to you, JD. Like, what are the things that you love about this LSU football team as we get started here?
Yeah, I think it's one, like the Popeye chicken sandwich. If I was on the fence about it, it kind of is one of those things that just kind of gives you some closure.
That's right.
It's like, oh, okay, yeah, this was the right decision. As a Chick-fil-A guy my whole life, it felt good to go Popeyes there. But no, in all seriousness, I think it's kind of the perfect storm of what LSU has versus where college football is. Like, we've talked about this a lot. I know this was a point that just got beat to death during media days, but a ton of new quarterbacks, not just in the SEC, but in college football at places that you would expect to be, contenders for the national championship from a roster standpoint. And so I think it's getting overlooked a little bit how good that roster actually is at LSU, because of what last year was, and maybe by comparison with what some of the other teams in the SEC have. Like, I mean, y'all know what they did in the portal to go add not just top-end talent, but also real depth, gives me a lot of confidence, obviously, in LSU, a lot of excitement in LSU. And also, when we were in Atlanta, I talked to Matt Moscona, and he kind of dropped this gem on me. The way the schedule lines up for LSU, not in the sense they don't have tough teams on there, but there's no just really brutal 2-game stretch or 2-3-game stretch where you say, oh, that's going to do them in. There's no cross your fingers. Can we get over this crevasse that is our schedule right now in the month of November? Like, I don't see that for LSU, and Matt was going to point it out to me. So that was helpful for him to kind of, cork the bat here when we pick an LSU. So yeah, all that combined to say, I think that the last thing I want to make sure we make clear about, the LSU side of things is whenever you say something definitive about a team or a coach that hasn't gotten to the mountaintop, people are very quick to say, well, can't win the big one. They say it about James Franklin right now. They're saying about Brian Kelly right now. And it's just to me, that's like a 3 kids, 3 jobs, no caffeine, tired level of talking point. It's just like, we said it about Kirby Smart too. Did we not say it about Jim Harbaugh? Said it about Ryan Day last year. Right. It's like, they can't until they do. And then when they do, it was never true to begin with. So that's a lot there. But to put it simply, I like LSU a lot this year.
Yeah, I think, JD, what's up, man? Good. It was great to meet you at SEC Media Day, so glad to have you on. We appreciate it. So you gave your response there about LSU, kind of why LSU, and what was, I'm going to say refreshing, because you're talking about the other pieces of the pie when it's on this LSU football team, but you didn't bring up Nussmeier, who is kind of the leader of all of this because of the quarterback position and being a returner and being a solidified guy. So I mean, I would expect, like, there's things that he did last year that you're not going to improve on. He's making NFL type plays, but there are things that he can improve on. So, what do you need to see from him to be able to kind of fulfill this prophecy that you've had that they're going to win the national championship? What do you need to see from him from an improvement standpoint?
Well, first of all, for everyone that is listening right now and can't actually take in the visual of Matt Flynn, first team all DAP. All right, so on Radio Row, I wasn't sure what to expect. Good area size, obviously on the hand there, really good contact. So first team all DAP, Matt Flynn. Want to make that clear.
Thank you.
Second part, though, to answer your question, I love, and you can probably speak to this as well as anybody, Matt. Like, the fact that he's going into his second year here as the guy at LSU in the same system. There were a couple of moments last year where second half of the A&M game, the Alabama game as a whole, I'm not in that building, so I can't speak authoritatively to it, but you feel a little bit like, hey, the newness of this moment and the weight of this moment and all of those things combined, all the unquantifiables were probably pretty heavy for a first-year starting quarterback that's waited his turn. It's not going to be so heavy yet again. Like, I think it's going to lead to more composure in those moments where they're playing Texas A&M at home and it's got playoff stakes. So they're playing Alabama in November, it's got playoff stakes. Like, it won't be that same level of weight. So I think what excites me the most, in addition to him having more help with the run game and him just, getting better at all those things that you get better at after starting a full year in the SEC, is the composure part of it, the mental side of it, and where when I walk into a pseudo playoff game in the month of what I just said, November, October, that's not going to feel as new. It's going to be more familiar and he'll be more well-equipped to handle it, which I think is a massive differentiating factor, even if he wasn't going into, his second year at LSU.
JD, can LSU lose the Clemson game and still be the team you think they can be?
I think they can. I'll say I am committed to LSU right now. I would say we're engaged when it comes to the national title prediction. I don't think I would call off the wedding for myself and the good folks out there in Tiger Town, if that's been coined yet. But I would start talking to my family. Hey, did we make the right decision? Hey, am I crazy for going through with this? Hey, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I think the biggest concern for me would be, what do they look like up front?
Right.
Because how good Clemson is on the defensive line, we all know, it's going to be a really good litmus test to find out what you have with those new pieces on the offensive line for LSU, which is obviously going to be one of the key ingredients to winning the whole thing. One thing I will say that maybe is getting a little bit lost in the sauce right now as we're breaking down the new era of college football with the 12-team playoff. I think what it takes to win a national championship and what it takes to predict someone winning a national championship has gotten substantially more difficult, because it used to be regular season, conference title game. Maybe you lose the conference title game in the SEC, backdoor your way into a 4-team playoff, get hot, win 2 games, you're good. Now it's like, hey, what did you do from September to November in terms of evolving? At Ohio State, did you play your best ball in December? Did you get the right draw for your college football playoff run? So it's a long-winded way to say I'd be a little bit uneasy, but I think with the allowance now teams have to be different from September and November, and for that to matter in the context of winning a national championship, I wouldn't be totally out. But yeah, I would start to hit up the groomsmen group chat and be a little bit uneasy.
JD, when you went to SEC Media Days, did you leave SEC Media Days? Did anything hit you? Did anything stick out to you that made you change an opinion on any team or player, anything that you thought beforehand, or whether it was an eyeball test with seeing DJ Lagway or anybody like that, or what a coach said? Was there anything that you walked away after that week that gave you an opinion that was different before you walked in?
I think there's 2 thoughts. One is everything that I see on YouTube when I go back and watch John Mateer highlights or John Mateer full game condensed Washington State highlights. I'm like, oh, that swag that he has. And it's a funny thing to say. I don't know if people are still saying swag, but in my generation, that was still something that was said. All real, like all verifiable, the it factor, all that, very much so there. So I was like, cool, check that box. I am that much more in on a one John Mateer. Second thing that I thought was interesting, just the way that Kellen Moore presented himself and the questions that he got about Alabama, I thought was really interesting. Obviously, everyone's going to talk about the quarterback battle and who's going to be the guy there, but outside of that, there wasn't a lot of talk around Alabama's roster after only winning 9 games last year. It wasn't like, man, you have what you need. It was him answering questions saying we got to get better at all the cliche things like the growth, the consistency, the maturity, or whatever it ends up being, whatever buzzword he said. And that stuck out to me because I think that gets missed about Alabama. I think they have the talent to go compete for the SEC, and I think they'll be a playoff team. It's just all those other unquantifiables that they're clearly drilled in on, and they understand they have to get better at to get over the hump. So to answer your question, pre-SEC Media Days, liked Alabama. Post-Media Days, the longer I sit with it, I'm like, I think they're a playoff team, and big reason why I have them the 12.
JD, I want to ask you maybe about one more player because I wanted to ask you about John Mateer, but you answered it there. He's got like this perfect combination of the guy sitting to the left of me and Baker Mayfield. I can't wait to see how it plays out in Norman.
Ooh.
But hey, I know you being, where you're located doing the show every day, where you do it, like you get a lot of probably Diego Pavia like content or maybe, you get stories. Like I've only covered like, I think one of his games. That was the first time I had a chance, and he came in our SiriusXM room, and we had him for like 15 minutes. He threw an F-bomb and 2 S-words out there in the first 30 seconds in the best way possible. Like, I was fired up, ready to go. I'm like, I will follow you into the fire, and we'll figure out how to put it out later. Like, I know Vanderbilt's not going to win 11 games or whatever, but he brings an excitement to Vanderbilt that Jay Cutler, even bad body language, Jay Cutler couldn't bring. Like, nobody's brought that kind of excitement to Vanderbilt, and I love that guy. I know you have to kind of appreciate what he's done for Nashville and actually making Vanderbilt kind of cool in the city.
He's so fun, isn't he? Yeah. Like, I'm sure he's a good time on Broadway, but I mean, just in general, talking to, like, he's just a fun individual. I'm glad you mentioned that. He stopped by our table too, and like within the first 30 seconds, a couple of expletives in there. I'm like, I'm kind of looking at the SID. I'm like, are you? Where do you? What's your role in all this? You have to like ask.
Why are you here?
Are you nervous? Like, are you supposed to just say you were the lifeguard on duty here? How does this work? So that was hilarious. I'm glad you brought that up. But I think watching Diego Pavia last year, and then like you mentioned, getting to be around him at media days, isn't he just like exactly the dose of brash, bold, borderline arrogance that Vanderbilt has always needed? Like when you're like the, for lack of a better metaphor, like the wimpy kid on the playground that Vanderbilt had been for the better part of the last few years, like you kind of need to go throw a punch at the bully at some point. You kind of need to like have a little bravado to you. And I just love so much the way he's changed the feel around Vanderbilt football and the way that I think Vanderbilt football views themselves. Like I think everything he said was probably a touch optimistic around, I want to win the Heisman. I want us to win a national championship. I came back for that. And I'm like, more power to you. Like, let's go. But the fact that that's even being said in the Vanderbilt locker room, I would bet money that hasn't been said out loud in the Vanderbilt locker room in the last decade with the conviction of a Diego Pavia. So the belief that I think he instills in his teammates, I'm really excited to see how scrappy they are again this year because they're going to be a fun team to watch.
All right, there he is, JD PicKell, good enough to join us. Check out his show, The Hard Count, there on 3. That's 11 a.m. Eastern Time, Tuesdays and Thursdays. JD, we always appreciate the time and look forward to our next conversation.
Appreciate y'all, man. Have a great one.
All right, you as well. We'll step away, close out hour number 2 when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
Pretty excited to get Football 101 kind of started tomorrow. That is the plan on our interactive whiteboard that we've got in our office thanks to Gulf Coast Office Products, GCOPnet.com. And this is going to kind of change the game for us. Like, we're looking forward to breaking it down. But, like, it's not only if you're watching film and breaking down football. Like, there's so many businesses, so many people. Like, we had Sean in kind of showing us how to work the board. He's like, yeah, we work with this business and that. But, like, every business can benefit from working with them. Law firms, engineering firms, schools, universities, banks, hospitals, medical services. They are the leader in Louisiana, GCOPnet.com.
Yeah, they are Louisiana's leading copier and printer source. So your workplace efficiency lifeline. And they're a big company. They distribute printers nationwide, but they are here in Louisiana. And when you call them, you will get an actual person and they will help you. Your local business, go see them, GCOPnet.com.
These ice cubes could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they cradle and cool the crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Nicely done, ice cubes.
When it comes to industrial construction, River Parish Contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding, and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial projects. Period. Here's the deal. Partnering with us means your project is delivered on time, on budget, and most important, safely. River Parish Contractors, let's get building.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. This, it's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
All right, welcome back in. I know it's a short segment. We're not even going to apologize for it anymore.
Us.
It's just classic us. But when we come back in hour number 3, to kick off hour number 3, I caught up with Saints head coach Kellen Moore yesterday down in Metairie at Saints training camp, and we talked about position groups, safety, tight end, of course, the quarterback position. Some great insight from Kellen Moore. So we'll have that for you to kick off hour number 3. We've got Munchies, Chef Michael Johnson at 9:15. Hour 3 coming your way.
Off the Bench.
All right, go to GoTommy's, G-E-A-U-X, Tommy's with a Y.com. Tommy's Windows, Doors, and Siding. The best of Baton Rouge in the Advocate. Best windows, Tommy. Angie's Super Service Award, literally like every year. Just whatever year you throw out there, yeah, they won that. Because that's what they do. They win awards. They have great customer service. They can customize your job. You can find a full gallery of work on the website as well. Tommy and the team. Look, Tommy, Golden Band from Tigerland member. He is Baton Rouge, LSU through and through. GoTommys.com.
Yeah, go see them. They are fully licensed and insured. Over 20 years of experience here in Baton Rouge, but they work throughout Louisiana. They've won award after award every single year, the Super Service Award since 2016. And oh yeah, they can give you a free estimate. So if you need windows, sidings, doors, whatever it is, go to the best. You will see a clear difference when you work with Tommy. So go see them today. GoTommys.com.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
biggest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Huh. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief: our clients come first.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
Good morning. It's 9 a.m. here on Thursday, July 31st. Today at Baton Rouge, you can expect cloudy skies with a high of 92 in hour 3 of today's show. We'll hear from New Orleans Saints head coach Kellen Moore. We'll also have our Munchies segment with LSU executive chef Michael Johnson. If you missed hours 1 or 2 of the show, you can catch it in the on-demand section at 1045ESPN.com. You can also follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN. And watch us on YouTube at the 1045 ESPN channel. Hour number 3 of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz Baton Rouge studios, starts now.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5.
From carrying each other to a natty to carrying each other on the air.
Flynn is back to throw from the end zone.
Live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studio. It's Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in hour number 3, OTB 1045 ESPN Baton Rouge. Yesterday, had the opportunity to go down to Metairie for New Orleans Saints training camp. Had a great opportunity to catch up with all 3 quarterbacks and AK and Mickey Loomis, Cam Jordan, but the guy that I wanted to talk with was Kellen Moore, Saints head coach, new head coach, young guy, and he is taking over a job that's probably not the most desirable, like when you look at it from afar, because of the roster where it is, some of the age of the roster, some of the draft choices that haven't worked out. But he certainly wanted the challenge, embraced the challenge, and we caught up with him yesterday, and we asked him how the experience has been so far.
Yeah, it's been great. It's been awesome being back here in Metairie in Louisiana for training camp with the heat and the humidity. Has been really, really a great thing for us. And so this has been an awesome training camp being here, getting into our routine. We got a great group of guys.
I was just going to ask you, I see, you got some family members here. How do they like the heat and humidity of New Orleans when they go out there?
Yeah,
they getting used to it?
They've gotten used to it. They love it.
Not too much different from Dallas.
Yeah. We were in Dallas for a long time, and so certainly there was humidity there, and so we're good.
And by the way, I've been at Philadelphia Eagles training camp in July and August. It's
No
not that great there either, by the way, just because it's in the Northeast.
Most places around the country have some degree of this.
So let's talk about this. You end up in New Orleans, and when you take the job, there's an assumption that you have a quarterback. That changes. I know that's a detail because if you're here long enough, you're gonna go through that. Why New Orleans? Why'd you end up here?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest aspects of it was the people. You get to know the organization, the people who have led this group for such a long time, and led by Mickey and his personnel department, Mrs. B. They're amazing. They're awesome people. This organization has been run the right way for a long time, and so anytime you're around really good people, you got a great chance of having success.
One of my favorite things about you, no matter who the quarterback's been, and they've all had different styles in Dallas and L.A. and Philly, y'all have been successful. So when you have this quarterback battle like this, and you've got you and Doug and Scott, and y'all have all played the position in the NFL, like what are you looking for the Saints starting quarterback, and kind of what are those conversations like between the three of you?
Yeah, I think a lot of it, you start with the physical component. Obviously, we all have to see that, and we can all see that. I think all these guys are capable of making all the throws. It really comes down to the command of the offense, the communication, the consistency. These guys are going to make mistakes in training camp. I hope they do, to be honest, just because you got to see how they respond, because that's how this deal goes. And in season, you're going to have to deal with some ups and downs, and the guys who can handle that the best are the best guys in this league.
So let's help make some news. You want to name your starter right now? No. I'm not going there. But tell me about the process. Do you have a timetable in mind to name a starter? How do you get them all enough reps to truly evaluate them? What's the process?
Yeah, so we're beginning early in training camp, rotating the three guys and giving them all different opportunities. And really, ultimately, the reps are balanced. First group, second group, and third group, they're all getting the same, similar reps. And so we're trying to get these guys with as much exposure as we can. We know as we shift gears towards the Chargers' first preseason game, we're going to have to narrow the focus, create a little bit of a pecking order, and then from there, we will adjust. And whenever we make that decision, obviously, the sooner you make it, awesome. But if it takes us all the way through training camp, we'll take it all the way.
If I took quarterback off the board coming into training camp this year, and I know you had some roster movement with Tyron deciding to retire, but which position group are you looking forward to seeing maybe who rises to the top? Maybe that competition to see which guy can end up being the best.
Yeah, the one in general group that I'm just really, really excited about is our defensive back group. We have a younger group back there. Justin Reed coming in. Then we get Julian Blackman. These corners, a lot of young guys who've played some football in this league, but they're all ready to rock and roll. And so, that group, the energy, the juice, they're all ball guys. They all attack the football and create turnovers. I think we got a really special group back there. If we can get these guys starting to play together and spend time together, they can create a really, really good group back there.
Let me just jump back to the quarterback for a second, because you played the position, so you understand the importance of getting comfortable. And you talked about the timetable. You're going to let it play out on its own.
Yep.
But knowing what's required to get ready for the start of the season, getting in their heads, how important do you think it is to get something done, hopefully sooner than later, so they can get in the mindset of starting week one?
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Certainly there's roles that ultimately we have to have defined for these guys, and we'll get there. And so, it's important that, once we get there, these guys understand their role, they're continuing to compete, continue to get better. But we'll let this thing play itself out. I truly believe a lot of times, these QBs, they're going to figure it out. They'll sort it out themselves, and we'll go from there.
I know this, too, having been out here when Drew was the quarterback out here. Quarterbacks like to compete amongst themselves. He always had a competition after. Whatever it was, we'd watch. Sometimes it was with some of the members of the Pelicans that were out here doing things. Do these guys have little competitions amongst themselves?
Oh, no doubt. Every day at practice, we were bowling yesterday as a team, and those guys quickly ended up all in the same lane, and there's a little bit of competition going.
It doesn't, Kellen, organically, like the team, you'll kind of get an idea of who that guy is, because you're not trying to script it, but it just kind of happens. Like the guys start to kind of rally around who they think is going to be the guy.
Yeah. Again, a lot of times this thing kind of sorts itself out organically over the course of time. We have a really good group. These guys are all awesome. The thing I loved about this quarterback room is all these guys have faced adversity in their life through their college careers, and certainly even in the NFL. And so that's a big part of this. You're going to have to face adversity in the NFL. You're going to have to face challenges. And when these guys just keep it moving, they're going to be successful in this league.
He asked you about groups, and you went to the secondary. I'm interested in another group that you didn't talk about yet, the offensive line, because there's a big investment with first-round picks up there. Great to have two tackles that are young and can develop up there. Let's talk about that group and the role they can play with whoever it is, a young quarterback, and how important the running game will be.
No doubt. That was one of the attractive things to this place is, I was in Dallas as a player and coach. I was in Philly, even in Los Angeles for a year. It's like the investment has always been on offense and defensive line. And if you have that investment up front, you're going to give yourself a chance to win each and every week. And Mickey's done that for a long time here. And so we continue to do that, being able to draft Kelvin in the first round. And so we feel like we got a really, really good group. These guys got to spend time together. They got to invest this time together, get all the nonverbal and verbal communication, because when those guys can play at a high level, we can do anything.
All right, we talked a lot about quarterback here. Let's go to the most important position, running back. Okay, because as impressive as the quarterback tree is for you, you've had some running backs too in Dallas and certainly in Philly, and you've got one here in AK. he's a 30-year-old guy. I know that's older for a running back, but he has more tread than I think people realize with how he's kind of handled his career. Last year, he was a really good player. But just what does it mean for whoever the quarterback is to have 41 sitting next to them and all the things you can do with him as a player?
Yeah, AK is one of the best in this league and been that way for a long time. And so his ability to play in the run game and the pass game, it's just impressive. It's impressive to be out here spending time in training camp, watching him run the football, his vision, his cuts. It's really, really special, and we expect a huge year out of him. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Jacob tries to bring it back to the group he knows, but there's no fullback on the roster. So I still think he's out of his comfort zone, isn't he? I mean,
no. See, what y'all miss is Kellen on the side told me that they're going to, maybe make a tight end a fullback, and he's going to put him in a 40 number, and it's going to look the same. Like, that's just a side conversation.
Yeah, we got to hold a couple things back.
I know you made a point of this, I think at your introductory news conference, that you're going to be calling plays.
Yeah.
And I've always said, when guys get head coaching jobs, I remember talking to Mike Zimmer about this, and he said, look, it's why we got the job.
Exactly.
Why would we give up that responsibility?
Yeah.
But now you have a lot of other responsibilities. How is that working for you, making sure that you can handle both of those responsibilities?
Yeah. It's been obviously a big experience for me, just navigating it. Time management is a huge aspect of it. Letting other people do their job and just trusting them and letting them go. I'm fortunate from an offense perspective to have Doug with me, who's been with me really since Dallas in 2018, and so we know each other so well and have some experienced guys around us. Scott Lenahan, Brandon Staley, been head coach in this league. Certainly Mickey, Jeff, all those guys in the personnel department you can lean on, and so we got a really special group here.
I do want to keep going around the roster real quick because the tight end group, I think, it can be a special one, but you've had some injuries and you're waiting maybe on Taysom, and you got Foster Moreau as well. It's kind of battling injuries. Where's the health right now with that group? Because when they're full strength, it's a completely different group than you have out there right now.
Yeah, no doubt. We're certainly navigating the injury thing from the tight end perspective because those guys are going through that. We got some really good players, though. And obviously the timelines will all be different for those guys, but all those guys are going to have impacts on our team this year.
Real quick, two things before you go. The balance of keeping the guys healthy to start the season and putting them through some tough work here. All coaches have to manage that, and you learn from the guys that you were with before. What's your philosophy on it?
Yeah. We're building this thing as we go, and certainly, you got to lean into the sports science, the sports performance, and the medical staff, and we got some of the best in the business here, and you lean into those expertise. We've been building this thing as we go. These practices get harder and harder every day, and we'll get to a point where it's not going to feel comfortable at all, and they got to push through it, and then we'll protect them and get them ready to go, because ultimately what's most evaluated is those Sundays in the fall, and certainly in August it'll start that way.
And the last thing, I reflect on a lot of guys that we've talked to on our tour that are first-year head coaches, and I'm always interested in what they've learned since taking the job that they weren't expecting. Again, I reflect on Mike Zimmer, who said, the meetings with the owner, the media responsibilities, sitting here with us. I mean, you take over and you think you know it. What to you has been the thing that you said, boy, I wasn't ready for that?
Yeah, I think just the daily media responsibilities are obviously a little different from the coordinator perspective, and and just the logistics of just getting everyone on the same page, the operation of training camp when you're traveling to California, when you're dealing with road games, all the little things that come into play there. You just got to make sure everyone's on the same page.
Yeah, you don't get to squirrel yourself away and just focus on your one side of the football anymore.
No.
Now you're responsible for the whole roster.
Yep, but it's been great. It's a great organization. We're going to do some great things.
And Kellen, thanks for stopping by. Good luck in your first year with this football team.
All right, thank you so much, guys.
All right, that was Saints head coach Kellen Moore yesterday at Saints training camp. And, look, he is
My voice sounded a lot different.
What?
My voice sounded a lot different in that interview.
Oh, you sounded like you were Bruce Murray, who lives up
I
in
was
New
like,
York,
who is
Chicago.
this guy? New Orleans?
Yeah. Bruce Murray went to Tulane. Like, he actually went to school.
There's no way.
He did. No, he went to school. He's had, some of his children have gone to school there as well. He said it in a way that
he went to Tulane
Yeah.
and said New Orleans.
I know. I did yesterday. He said it one time, and I when he would say it, I kept saying New Orleans. After him, see if he pick up. It's okay. He's a great guy. Does a great job.
At least he didn't say New Orleans.
Yeah.
Kellen kind of got uncomfortable when he said, "Name your starting quarterback."
Yeah.
You
should have been there, to see Kellen's face.
Yeah.
As awkward as it felt there as well. But that's why I asked him the question and kind of posed it the way, you've had different quarterbacks. Dak's never going to be confused for Herbert. Herbert's not going to be confused for Jalen. But all three have been successful. We talked about that, yesterday or 2 days ago?
Me and Matt talked about it yesterday, too, where it was That's why I
we
trust
get
Kellen.
it. The tripod, guys.
No,
I think he's actually kind of hurt.
jealous.
He's kind of hurt.
But,
I mean, I've seen it everywhere, guys.
Well, no, we were talking about, like, look, Kellen Moore doesn't have the experience as being a head coach, but you kind of got to blindly trust him when it comes to offense because of what he's done. And, like, Herbert has been good even without Kellen Moore, but, like, before Kellen Moore, after Kellen Moore, look at what kind of quarterback Justin Herbert was.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, I get him being a rookie and all that. I understand that, but Jalen Hurts you in the Super Bowl. Dak hasn't been the same since Kellen Moore left. I mean, there's something to this.
Yeah, it is. But also, like, all of those guys being different, that's the best part about it. Because if it was three of the same quarterback, you'd be like, I don't really know. I don't know if the Saints have that guy on the roster. But three different skill sets where they've thrived.
Yeah, and I guess
with
Dak
Kellen
and
as
Herbert are the most
coordinator.
similar, but they are certainly not the same guy.
Yeah, I mean,
at all.
Like, Dak's talented, but there's throws that Herbert can make that Dak just can't.
Yeah.
And there's things that Dak can do that Herbert can. But they're all three. Get injured. There's three different quarterbacks, and like Jalen Hurts, he doesn't have the same skill set as those other guys, but he created an offense around him that was the best case scenario. They did great things in the run game with Saquon Barkley, and I asked Alvin yesterday, I'm like, hey, like, you watched that tape last year, like with what he was doing with Saquon, and you've already sent that film to him, like saying we need to do this. He goes, the second day. He's like, the second day. I'm like, hey, like, I saw y'all do this with Saquon. Like, let's put this in. So it's not only the quarterback position, it's looking at the totality of what I have in front of me and what can I do to make the best version of this. Like, whatever this is, like, I got to make the best version knowing the skill that I have. And, like, I asked him about the tight end position because I think if fully healthy, like, you can be good. But right now, it's a lot of guys that none of us would know if we didn't cover the Saints every day. Right, it's a lot of names that even like a good fan, not even a casual fan, is like, who are we talking about? But you could see yesterday at practice that they were trying to integrate some different things to try to hide the position a little bit until their guys get back. Because it's like, why am I going to be 12 personnel heavy? Alondra can tell you what that is later on. If I don't have two good tight ends, right? But if I get Falston Moreau back, if Juwan Johnson does, who got nicked up again yesterday, and Taysom comes back, like, okay, then we can do some of those things. But why am I going to say, well, this is how I've always done it, this is what I'm going to do, when you ain't got the Jimmies and Joes to do it?
Yeah, I mean, it's classic, just a coach. And it's something for Saints fans to at least be optimistic about for this season, that we can be efficient on offense. We can have good offensive numbers because it's a coach that is designing the offense based on the player, not trying to make the player fit into one specific offense. And there is this track record, like you just said, of it's never looked the same at any of the places that he's been. And that's what a good offensive coach does. So, I mean, something to be excited about. And I think when Tolzien came on, a month ago, he kind of said the same thing. We're kind of developing this offense as we go, kind of on the field. We're talking all the time and seeing what the strengths and weaknesses are, because we're new here. We got a great idea, but we won't know until we actually know. So, I'm excited. Like, we're talking ourselves into this.
I know. Again, if they stay healthy, and I know that's like such a big question mark, not only because it's the NFL, but because, let's call it like it is, the Saints' injury history. Hell, the Pelicans' injury history. They share the same building. I get that. I know that. But the first 22 out there can be competitive with the coaching staff they have, the players they have. It is the biggest if, and I know. But I didn't see the 32nd ranked roster yesterday when I went out there. And I think if they make the right decisions at quarterback, that they can be a team that's not going to win the championship. We know that. But if they can create something, a foundation of, 9 wins. Yeah, be mid.
Be mid
this year and create a building foundation for what the future looks like. I think that's going to be important for the Saints.
Do the majority of Saints fans want them to be mid? Or
No, I think they want them to be really bad.
They want them to be really bad.
Well, I don't know. Like, if I'm
kind of
just
like,
don't
I'm
have
a
seven,
Saints,
just don't have 6 wins. Like, either have 10 wins or have 2.
I'm a Saints fan, and like the way that I'm looking at it is like reality, and I don't want them to be bad. I don't know why, as a fan, you would want why you would want your team to be bad, except for like the tank for Arch or whatever narrative that's out there. But like, I just look at it as like we are probably going to be mid. I don't think we'll be as bad as last year, but again, like go out there, be mid. Spencer Rattler, like I feel good about it. And I was going to say, like, because I know you wanted to bring this up on air, so I was going to, from earlier, and this might be a dumb question, but like if you are kind of unsure about the quarterback position and you're pretty thin at tight end and like you're unsure about that as well. Like I don't know if we brought this up, I don't remember, but Noah Fant signed with the Bengals. So that we
talked about
he
it
visited.
off air,
Okay, yeah. So he visited the Saints and we were saying like, I mean, that'd be a good get if you could get it. So he leaves, didn't get him signed, signs with the Bengals. So all that to say, would it be fair to say that like you would probably have to rely on the run game or no?
No, because the tight ends, no, you do, because like the tight ends that they have, that's what they are. They're wide tight ends.
Yeah.
They're not dynamic pass catchers. Like, and again, like you got to get Juwan healthy, and he just continues to be nicked up. And I do think Foster Moreau, once he gets back, we kind of know what you're going to get with Foster. He had a really good end to last year. But the guys they have now, no, they are true wide tight ends. They're going to be better in the run game than they are in the pass game.
Yeah.
And that's what, like, again, that's what like Kellen has to look at that, which he's done in his past, and be like, we can't do the things that we would do with the other tight ends. We got to do them with these tight ends.
Yeah. So then what I asked in the break was, because we talked about the running back room, I think last week.
Yeah.
And we were like, maybe we can make an argument for it or whatever, but we have to see about Kendre Miller.
Yeah.
So that was somebody that I was looking out for and have like a question mark about, because that could be a weapon if he can be healthy and he can like, you know, stay on track. So I asked you, did you see Kendre Miller out there? Because you didn't mention it.
Yeah, because I did. I was waxing poetic about all the other backs in the one-on-one pass protection, which is a defensive drill, and they were all stoning the linebacker. There was one guy that got big boyed. It was Kendre Miller.
Well, the good news is it doesn't have to be Kendre, right? Like, the running back room is deep.
It is
Cam
true.
Akers, if he bounces back. Hilaire. Like, Devin Neal, people like. I mean, hell, Marcus Yarns is talented as an undrafted guy. Like,
I asked AK about the room yesterday, and I don't remember if it was on air or off air. I think it was on air. But he started talking. He's like, man, it's good to have other vets in here. And then he's like, and we got some young cats. And he said Neal and Yarn. Like, he didn't mention. Like, then he went back and mentioned Kendre Miller. But
Ross,
we have guys.
Yeah, Ross wrote an article about Devin Neal and like how he's a really good prospect.
Kansas,
so
he's our all-time leading rusher.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's an exciting.
Sayers went there. So Kendre Miller in pass protection.
Got big boyed.
Like you gotta like
everybody gets big boyed though. I mean, it's training camp.
Yeah, no, you do, but like when the other backs are like locked in and ready to go, like it's gonna stand out.
Yeah,
even
it
more.
stands out.
He he got to the point of attack. He kind of stood flat-footed, was on his heels, and the linebacker just brought him back to the quarterback, and then one arm shoved him to the ground. Like you gotta.
Everybody loses battles.
They do lose, but there's different ways to lose.
But when the other three guys have a really good rep and you have a bad one, it sticks out pretty good.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna judge a guy off one rep, but hey, if not now, then when with Kendre Miller? It is what it is. You're a third-round pick. When you're a third-round pick at running back, that's not like being a third-round pick at another position. That's almost like a first-round pick at running back. Like if they select you in the third round, like they think of you as a starter at the running back position. Certainly, like second rounder, like you always go up around with running back. So maybe not a first rounder, but a second rounder. Like that's what they think of you, because the position's not going to have a ton of first rounders. If you have a first rounder, and I think there was 2 this year, they consider you like generational, almost. Like Kendre, like if you want to make this squad, you got a lot to prove, because I'm seeing veteran players like Clyde and Cam go out there, Cam Akers, and they're making plays. You know AK is going to make plays. And if I'm a first-year head coach, and I know running back's really important, who am I going to trust to be in the huddle with whoever the quarterback is, right? AK needs a breather. Do I want it to be Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Cam Akers, or do I want it to be Kendre right now? That's the problem.
And let me tell you, running back, there's been a lot of talented ball carriers that don't make a team because they can't pass block.
There's been some
elite level.
There's been some mid-level running backs that have made teams because they can pass protect.
Preach. It's 50% of your job in the NFL.
It's the only reason I stole a year in Denver because of it.
If you want to be if your skill set is a good route runner, pass catcher, that makes you a good option at third down. But if you can't pick up protection, you're fired.
All right. When we come back, Chef Michael Johnson, Munchies, right here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, it is always a great time to go for a dose. It's bad when you go so long, you're like, which segment is this? Go for a dose. River beer, lake beer, beach beer, pregame beer, tailgate beer, does not matter, right? It is always a great time when Dos Equis is involved. It's like college football time. Is there anything better? Setting up the tailgate, setting up the tent, setting up the TV, getting the chairs out, reaching into the ice chest, grabbing a nice cold Dos Equis. They have a website and everything as well. I don't know if you know that. You can verify your age and go to the website, check it out. I hear that the traffic's picked up over the last couple of weeks. Don't really know why that is. Always a great time to go for Dos.
Yeah, it's delete some beers, basically, is what was. It's Thursday. It's basically the weekend. So if you've been waiting for the weekend to kind of tie one on, maybe have a couple of cold pops, make it a Dos Equis. Stay thirsty, my friend. Go for Dos Equis.
Businesses like yours are the soul of our community. You deserve someone who'll deliver the internet services you deserve. That's why local businesses rely on Rev Business. 90 years of building connections. Visit us at letsrev.biz.
These ice cubes could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they cradle and cool the crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Nicely done, ice cubes.
You gotta believe in a dream. Believe. You gotta believe in a dream. Believe. You gotta believe. My whole team on wild.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
When it comes to industrial construction, River Parish contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding, and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial projects. Period. Here's the deal. Partnering with us means your project is delivered on time, on budget, and most important, safely. River Parish Contractors, let's get building.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few.
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
All right, welcome back in OTB 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. this time I'm going to remember we actually have like a sounder and everything for our next guest. And so let's get to some Munchies with Chef Michael Johnson.
Get ready to tantalize your taste buds and leave this segment hungry. This is Munchies with Executive Chef Michael Johnson. Let's eat.
Chef, what's going on, brother? How we doing? How we living?
Good. Training camp, you know?
Yeah, like, you know, I feel like that first couple of days is probably the toughest. You got everybody coming in there pretty hangry probably after that first training camp practice.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. You pick up on habits of the guys, and you know, one year you'll have everybody that rushes in there just before 7 o'clock or 7:15 before they have to check in, and this year it's very reminiscent of a 2019 where the guys are coming in, they're piling in the door as soon as we open up. It's kind of an interesting thing, you know, like you hate to compare one to the other too much, but and I keep hearing that in the news, but yeah, the guys, you know, it's just an interesting habit that you know, the majority of the guys are showing up right now at 6 o'clock when we open the doors, and they're piling in, and it's a different vibe this year.
There is something to that, though, Chef, and Flynn and I always talk about it, like being a part of our 07 team. Like 06 had a really good roster. 06 had 4 first-round picks, and they were we were really talented. We had a lot of you know, big wins that year, but there was something different about our group in 07. And the things that you're talking about, like going and eating at the cafeteria together and hanging out, you know, off the field and doing kind of everything together, like that 07 team had that feel to it. And I've heard that not just from you, Chef, but from everybody. This 2025 team has kind of the same mannerisms, if you will, of the 2019 team when it comes to hanging out and kind of the interaction they have.
Absolutely. You know, lots of different personalities from then to now, but you know, as from an overarching look and feel and perspective, I keep finding myself saying it, and not because I'm buying into it because I'm hearing it, but because it's something that I have witnessed myself and seeing and feeling myself.
Yeah, so we talk about, he just brought it up, like our championship team. Like there's always something about a team that is a championship thing that you can't really pinpoint. So I'll take it. I'll take coming in at 6 a.m. for food. I'll take that as a good sign. So I like that. I like that idea. But I wanted to ask you just how's we talked about it last week. How's the logistics going? You're a couple days in, the logistics, everything running smooth, inventory's good?
Yeah, you know, we are actually counting inventory in the middle of all this, which is pretty chaotic. You know, once that's over and said and done, everything will plane off and we'll find our stride. But right now we're literally counting inventory in the middle of trying to feed all these guys. And you know, a lot of people don't know this, but we also feed soccer and volleyball on top of the football team and in opposition of when they're there. So, I mean, we're feeding 250 people a day, you know, per meal. So it's still it's a grind, you know. It's three meals a day, 7 days a week for, you know, football training camp. I think is 28 days, but because of the way the weeks straddle it, I think before it's over said and done, it'll be 35 days in a row. So, you know, you have to you know, be consistent. You have to find your stride. You gotta, you know, manage your emotions. You know what I mean? It's hot outside, you know, and I think that lends itself to some chaos every once in a while. So. But for the most part, you know, like everybody looks forward to training camp because it's an exciting time. Like we get a lot of face time with football in particular this time of year, so we build relationships right now, and that's important for us.
Chef, you said 3 meals a day. Are we also prepping like late night snacks and things for them? Like, 'cause I'm sure they're eating before some sort of meeting or something at night. So
that's a good point. Yeah, actually, now that you say that, it's probably 4 meals a day because we actually do a meal prep for them. That's a refrigerated. It's our caliber of food, our quality of food, in a bento box or a bowl or whatever you want to call it, so that they can take it to the hotel. And that will only be while they're in the hotel until they move into their dorm rooms and such. But yeah, technically there is 4, and we do a late night snack for them to take to go home with or to go to the hotel with, so that they wake up, or if they want to get something to eat before they go to bed, it's there for them.
Training camp's always that time to nobody's gonna. Well, I say no. I don't speak in absolutes, but nobody's gonna like ever really come in overweight. It's always like, all right, this guy lost 17 pounds today at practice. So, Chef, how much of your conversations with your staff, and I know the dietitians obviously are a big part of what y'all do as well, but like how much conversation do y'all have? Because like y'all play a big role in making sure that, these players that are losing 7, 10, 12, whatever pounds per practice, that they're getting the fuel that they need.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's a constant conversation this time of year. It's like before and after every meal, we're touching with the dietitian, and like she might bring to us somebody that is in special need of something. We also open ourselves up to, one of the Weeks brothers came to us yesterday and was like, hey, when does the nutrition center close? Because I feel like I want to eat again at like 2 o'clock. Are you still going to be open?
Yeah.
The response to that is always, hey, come back. Even if the doors are locked, we're going to let you in. We're going to feed you. Training camp is not the time. And that's how our philosophy runs most of the time is, like we're going to feed our athletes come hell or high water and figure out how to get it done. But it's a good sign when they're communicating with us and they want to, they want to talk about food. They want to have influence about what's on the menu. That's all good stuff. That means they trust us, and that trust is a big thing for us. Some years that the trust isn't there, and it just has to do with the personality of the athlete. And now that we're 6 years in from the development of the Performance Nutrition Center, we have trust that's grown from when those guys were freshmen up to now, and the 5th years and and the seniors and the juniors have been with us for long enough now that they're helping us navigate through the younger guys who don't know as well yet, that we're here for them. It's just an important thing. It's important that they see that we're working in tandem with the dietitian, that we're all telling the same story and saying the same thing so that, they realize that we're bought into them.
Do y'all ever, when you prep food for training camp, kind of to Jake's point, they're losing so much weight during practice and during training. Like, do you work with the dietitians? Do you over salt some ingredients? Like, I remember when we were playing, the doctors were just like, yeah, just salt your food more. Do you purposefully ever salt food more during this time?
That's a great question. When I interviewed for this position, I backed salt out of the diet, and that was one of the pieces of criticism that came from, some of the most important people that were interviewing me was, listen, we want to offer you the job, but just so you know, pulling salt out of the diet is actually opposite of what we want. We want salt in the diet, so we season things. We actually have a little area that has reduced salt in it or reduced seasoning in it that we call affectionately the clean station. But otherwise, we season it like we're in Louisiana. Like it's going to be. I mean, I like my job, right? So, to your point, we definitely season appropriately to where they feel like they're at home, and that's a mouthful there. It's not just about the seasonings; it's about making them feel comfortable. Because the stress is high during training camp, and we want them to feel comfortable enough to eat. We want the food to be comfortable enough that they eat it. That we want it to be familiar so that they eat it, because we actually kind of lean back a little bit on how healthy we cook. And I mean, we still cook healthy, but we go to more comfortable dishes, and we don't push the steamed products as much. And we're cooking a lot of etouffees, jambalaya, stuff like that, because at some point the stress is high enough and the heat wears down enough that we're less concerned about the fact that it needs to be, like this performance nutrition food, and more concerned about the fact that they're just eating, right? And because there's definitely guys who, they come off the field, they're hot, they're, they don't want to eat. It's almost, like a struggle for them to eat because they're tired, worn out, and just want to go to bed, right? And so that's where we have to make sure that the food is comfortable enough for them to look at it and say, oh, you know what, the hell with it. I'm going to take some of this home with me and eat it, because it looks good. And that doesn't come from doing, air fried chicken necessarily. That comes from having Southern fried chicken, right? or Nashville hot,
make it taste good.
Yeah, right. It has to taste good. That's right.
All right, there he is, Chef Michael Johnson, LSU executive chef. Good enough to join us as he does every single week. Chef, we appreciate the time, certainly during this busy time, and we look forward to catching up with you again next week.
Likewise. Take care, fellas.
All right, we'll step away. More OTB when we come back. 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
Off the bench.
All right, go to allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com. When you buy new, when you lease, when you rent, everything is available over at All-Star. So if, maybe just maybe you got like one more weekend getaway in you with the family before school truly starts, you can always go rent a Sequoia, Sienna, Tundra, something bigger than you currently have. Maybe it's a weekend getaway for, just the two of you before school starts. Maybe the kids are with the grandparents, maybe.
Drop 'em off.
I mean, I don't know. Does that happen somewhere? Maybe it does. And maybe you want like a little sedan. You don't need your full-size SUV for that trip. You can go rent that as well. All-Star Toyota of Baton Rouge.
Yeah, if you're in the market, if it's just time for an upgrade, or maybe your car's old and it's time for a new one, you have to go see them. You can go on their website right now and see their inventory right there on the website, what they have in the lot. They're conveniently located on Airline Highway near Goodwood, but you can see everything right there on their website. Go see them, All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected. Supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
These ice cubes could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they cradle and cool the crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Nicely done, ice cubes.
The Windsor Senior Living Community in Mandeville, Louisiana is a beautiful, vibrant apartment community geared toward seniors. They are nestled right in the heart of Mandeville, where seniors live a more carefree lifestyle in spacious apartments with the peace of mind that comes from having a little extra help. Call the Windsor at 985-624-8040 to schedule a lunch and tour. Come see how the Windsor can be your passport to peace of mind.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient, and you will have your pool in no time.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
Flight by Yingling is raising the bar by crafting the next generation of light beer. With only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories, this is premium.
2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
SVW? Or SVU, I mean?
SWV.
SWV? I know I was going to get there sooner or later. Oh, Katie's going to be so disappointed.
I was like
that
so
I got that wrong.
dyslexic.
I know.
I'll see you, Mr. Villarreal.
Hold on.
What's the other song that's like SWV? That's not this one.
No,
There's
this
another
is Weak in the Knees.
right here, I think is the
Yeah.
one I'm thinking of.
This is that's it.
Yeah.
You know this one. Hold on.
I don't.
Hold on.
You do.
Turn it up a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, look at
Okay.
him. Look at him.
Dang.
Man just got like 3 good questions in a row right there,
You
boy.
gotta stay in the pocket when you're dancing.
Yeah, look at him.
I mean, I got a great point and a good question. It's not a big deal. Starting to become a trend,
but it kind of is.
But it kind of is.
I was telling you yesterday.
I'm gonna make that into a GIF.
Can we?
Or GIF, whatever.
It doesn't matter
I
either
say
way.
GIF.
I say GIF.
I was telling you yesterday at the BK press conference. I don't think he gave anybody a good question.
And what was Flynn's reply?
Gotta let the talent in.
Gotta let Big Dog eat.
Let the big dog eat.
Give me some credentials.
Gotta get number 15 in there.
You didn't request any.
Look,
right.
look. If 15's got to get a credential to get in that
Right.
building, we're doing it wrong.
We got a problem.
All right, you should be able to walk in and just be like, "Hey, right here." Get in
Matt,
there.
you're gonna be the guy you made fun of at SEC Media Days. You can be hand up guy. You can be hand up guy.
Marler.
Yeah, I did. Hey, I looked down one time, and Marlon did have the hand up and the other arm. He'd had it up for
to get
17 minutes.
That
he'd
arm
had his
getting
arm
tired,
up.
dude. To get those those 3 little interns to run the mic to you, you had to stick that arm up forever.
Right.
But
They should do it like UFC, where like they put a mic and you line up.
I know.
And you go up to the mic
I
instead
know.
of holding your hand up.
But
that feels efficient.
That would mean they'd have to get up out of their chair and like walk to the
God
microphone. I'm like,
forbid.
it's
Right.
such a more efficient
But
way.
for them, though, to your point, a lot of those guys don't exercise a ton. What's worse, having to hold your hand up for 10 minutes or getting up to walk?
That's a great point.
I mean,
that's a good point.
which one
I think
takes
getting
more?
up to walk. I think getting up to walk.
Wait, so everyone's like, shout out Roger in the chat. Roger's my dad's name. This fool texted me like last segment. He goes, I guess I'm a hit, huh?
Kind of famous.
He wants a segment now.
I mean,
yeah, obviously.
He wants a Texas and Cowboys segment on
No,
the show.
no,
Yeah, I'm
no,
down.
Rod,
Let's do it.
Rod, you can play the playlist. We ain't talking Cowboys unless we're making fun of Taylor. It's the only time we're talking Cowboys.
Oh, we
here.
can talk Texans.
He can be our Texas
I
correspondent.
mean, we got enough Texas in this room already.
Yeah, no, I was about to say, I love the Cowboys. The
3
show's
out
a
of
little
4.
The show's a little too
I
Texas.
knew that was coming too,
The
Alonzo.
show's
I
a
knew that
little
was coming.
too
Look,
Texas.
if my Louisiana credentials aren't enough for you, I'd rather East Texas and Southern Arkansas.
Yeah. I mean, who
Because
would
I'm like, 12 minutes from Texas. It's like an hour to Arkansas.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
way closer. Wait, I mean, how far are you and Flynn like grow up wise? Like not that
Hour and a
far,
half.
right?
Hour and a
Yeah.
half.
Yeah.
Tyler's like right in between Shreveport and Dallas.
Yeah.
You can visualize that.
I mean, it's like on the same plane.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
That's what I thought. I thought it was like
Shreveport,
straight
Marshall,
shot.
Longview, Tyler.
Yep.
And they were scared to make the drive over to Shreveport.
We're gonna take those knees out. Chop block.
Like, we beat the teams y'all couldn't beat, so that's all I need to, We beat Longview and Lufkin and Marshall.
Okay, sorry, district champs. I know it's honorable mention, but district champ.
Y'all were?
Yeah, dude, you kidding me?
Senior year?
Yeah.
Look at you.
Beat them all.
And that's when you went to the playoffs and the center snapped the
We
ball.
were 5-1 in district because we played double round robin, us, Longview, Lufkin, and John Tyler, just 4 teams because the other 2 dropped out. And the Dallas teams did not want to be in a district with us because they knew we'd beat up on them. So we had a 4-team district. So we played everybody twice. Longview got us. The only time we lost was Longview in Longview.
Malcolm Kelly?
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Malcolm Kelly, Longview.
Tate Case.
Yeah.
Oklahoma
yeah.
Sooner.
Casey.
Yeah, tight end that played for Florida.
Mm-hmm. And then the quarterback, Joel Armstrong, who was the first team all-district.
Yeah.
He was.
We know it wasn't you.
He played quarterback at Rice.
You let a Rice Owl beat you?
Well,
Hey, at least he played. At least he went somewhere.
Ain't how you start, it's how you finish. Ain't nobody give a crap that he's first team. You were a natty champ at LSU, and he played for Rice.
That's right.
No offense, Joel, but like, kick rocks, buddy.
And I got that district championship ring.
And
Wait, so y'all won
honorable
Y'all,
mention.
y'all made rings for district. Okay.
Well, so- okay, so y'all won district.
It's like the championship belt.
And you were still district honorable mention?
Yeah.
That's
I didn't have big stats.
That seems
I
flawed.
wasn't a stat hog.
Ask the Bench is coming up, but before we get to Ask the Bench, I want to tell you about our friends over at Boudreaux's Electrical. Go to boudreauxelectrical.com. Storm season is a-coming. The Gulf of America is heating up. It is inevitable, so make sure that you're ready. How do you get ready? By having a whole home generator, thanks to our friends over at boudreauxelectrical.com. boudreauxelectrical.com. Ask the Bench when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to rouses.com. And when you go to rouses.com and you're like, wait, why are you sending me to this website for this grocery
It's a
store?
grocery
Okay, that's kind of
store,
weird. No, it's
huh?
not weird when you have weekly ads right there on the homepage of the site. You click on it, you type in your zip code. It's going to give you that location that is, the nearest to you, but also like these deals are going to be at your local Rouses. So like wherever you're listening to us, go to your local Rouses. Right now they got the buy one, get one little BOGO deal going on. So many different things. I mean, you've got Eggos, you've got granola bars. Eggos are so good. You've got Lay's potatoes chips, you got glazed donuts. All that right now is on BOGO. Go to the website, rouses.com.
If you're like me, we just had our Munchies segment. Like, I'm hungry. I want to cook. So if you are hungry after talking to Chef Michael Johnson, just like us, go to Rouses. Don't go to the big national stores that don't care about you. Go to the local store that cares about our community, cares about Louisiana. Go visit your local Rouses market today.
Baton Rouge's home for real rock. It's Eagle 98.1. Foo Fighters. Led Zeppelin. AC/DC. Pearl Jam. And the flagship home for LSU sports. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. Eagle 98.1 is the rock station.
We're Rev Business, a local provider with nearly 90 years of experience. So when it comes to business in Louisiana, we know that personalized service is key. And we're here to go the extra mile with all fiber solutions that deliver what every business needs: reliability and quality. We're not just providers. We're the local team dedicated to helping you succeed. True partnerships are homegrown. Rev Business, internet, phone, managed services. Visit us at letsrev.biz.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief: our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
River Parish Contractors has immediate openings for structural steel shop fabricators. Call or text Big Jake today at 318-547-1000 or go to rpcontractors.com and click on employment. River Parish Contractors. Let's get building.
...2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn. Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
And today, I believe, is the last day to sign up for flag football. Elite Training Academy, BR.com, NFL flag. You saw it on the main ESPN, right? You can qualify for that national tournament. You get a chance to have an NFL logo on your chest. You get a chance to play football on actual football fields. And so if you're looking to sign up for flag football, you got 6U, 8U, 10U, 12, 14, right? You got boys and girls divisions. Go ahead, go to the website today. Even if you don't have like a coach and you're just like wanting to put your player in there, right? You're going to have free agents. They'll create a team with those free agents. Elite Training Academy, BR.com. Get that done today. All right, let's get to a little Ask the Bench. And we're trying to look up that all-district team, that 4-team district, and Matt got third out of 4 quarterbacks in that district. We'll see if we can get that done before we get out here today, but we've been searching for a long time.
Aren't you guys lucky to sign the third-best quarterback in
We
District
are.
12 5A football in Texas?
We are, though. We are. It turned out great.
But just imagine the guy who's 4th, right? Because you're like, I am unequivocally the worst quarterback in this district.
Yeah,
the only one that didn't make it.
Ask the Bench.
It's probably pretty good.
What is an exercise or drill that has provided the most explosive power? I am a big believer in sleds and parachutes. I love them, man. I love the resistance training. I think when we start talking about like coming out of your stance and then like all of a sudden you're trying to get to full tilt and then you've got that just probably not great for your back.
Yeah.
But you got that resistance that just immediately just like kind of catches up to you and then you got to push through that. I've always like my kids do it. I did it. I used to run up and down the 31, 32, kind of had the interstate had a couple of hills. I used to run up and down those when my little brother sat in a tire behind. I had a chain wrapped around my waist. That's like before parachutes. Really even like nobody really had sleds either. Like we used to go up and down that thing just so like you're running and all of a sudden that resistance and you got to fight through that resistance. And so that's
any sort of jump, long jump, box jumps, any sort of jumping situation.
I love a clean.
Yeah, power cleans in the weight room, but
And
anything that like literally
a power snatch.
Any workout that doesn't make you like isolate one muscle group, you have to use everything. Like you have to exert all power. So I love doing jumps for any age.
I love
Side-to-side
flipping
jump.
tires is one of my favorite things
you gotta
to do
exert
too.
everything.
Yeah.
Like, you have to use everything.
Ask the Bench, if you had to perform at a karaoke bar, what's the song you choose?
Sweet Caroline, because halfway
this
through,
part.
everybody's going to sing it, and you don't even have to at
I mean,
that
look,
point.
we get these questions.
Selena.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
Tequila.
That's Pee Wee Herman?
Yeah, you just say tequila.
Tequila, like,
Lame.
or is that like?
Blame it all on my ring.
Let's go.
Shoot up in birds.
There you go.
Because you don't have to be good at that one.
No.
Then everybody sings.
Yeah. Kind of a little week that y'all pick songs that everybody kind of takes over. It's supposed to be your.
No, it says Selena.
No, these
Look,
two.
my voice,
These two.
I got a terrible voice.
I just want to have fun.
It's not the voice. Like, nobody's expecting you to be good.
I know, but like it helps when people sing with you.
From Daniel Basham, Ask the Bench, rank your children. Well, tomorrow it's going to be a different ranking than today. 3 days later, it's going to be a different ranking. Right? Depends on how they acting.
Sometimes there's a difference between like and love.
At this point, Houston area has more of a South Louisiana vibe than North Louisiana.
Hey, drink my
Tell
high.
that to Will Campbell.
Go hydrate.
Take that to Devin White. Tell it to Trey White.
Drinkmyhigh.com. Go hydrate. It's hot. Sign up. Hydrate.
For what?
Off the bench.
For what?
What are we signing up
Or
for?
else.
You're signing up for monthly deliveries of My High.
Okay.
You should go to yourgoodwood.com. You go to that website and you can find a full list of services they can help you out with. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. And we always encourage you, like, there's nothing to be embarrassed about. There's no fear to be had. Just if you have something going on, why not get to the bottom of it? And that's what they do over at yourgoodwood.com. So go to the website. They have kind of some pricing information there as well. Again, full list of services they can help you out with. yourgoodwood.com.
Yeah, truly personalized treatment for men. Men, we have these human bodies and things go wrong. Whether it's your hair's looking a little thinner, maybe it's sexual performance, maybe it's low energy and you need some testosterone or hormone replacement. Whatever it is, they can help you. Go figure it out. Go see their services, their pricing, patient resources, everything you got. Yourgoodwood.com.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
It's not just a game, it's a religion. You've got your team colors, team swag, and now your very own website. LouisianaSports.net. Everything LSU, Saints, and Pelicans. Sports on demand. In-depth coverage by sports writing pros with continuously updated news. And with the LouisianaSports.net newsletter, you get pinged directly with top trending stories. Best of all, now and always, no paywall. It's free. LouisianaSports.net. Powered by 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. Your home for Louisiana sports.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. This, it's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be